Rico, we on live?
I think we are.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Oh, it's good. Another day above ground. Every day above ground is a good day.
I know that's
I'll
right.
take it.
It's always good to see you, man.
In spite of motherfuckers wishing something different for us.
Oh yeah, I know a couple people. You know a couple people that might be wishing something different from you?
I stay alive just to piss them off.
Amen, brother. That's it. And do your job and help the world out, and that's what it's all about.
That's it. Can't ask for no more than that.
Man, right before we came on, Rico told me that I don't supposed to inhale. I've been inhaling a little bit, Rico.
You ain't supposed to inhale a cigar. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I look, and I'm not no expert. I'm just getting into cigars, so I struggle with it sometime myself too. You know, because I used to be 20 years ago, I used to be a cigarette smoker. So, you know, if you're a cigarette smoker, you know it's all about the inhale. But with cigars, that's why I stayed away from them, because I thought you were supposed to inhale the shit, and I didn't want to get hooked back on cigarettes again. But it was like, nah. So I've gotten into it,
That's good.
a little bit. You know,
how long did you stop? How long did you quit cigarettes?
Shit, it's been over 20 years.
That's good, man.
But I smoked for about 20 years.
Hey, shout out to everybody that logged on. But real quick, Rico, I heard that why all my friends always ask to bring Newports to the United States?
To bring Newports? Newports sell like crazy. I mean, unless they just cheaper here. I mean, maybe they're cheaper there, but I don't know. I don't look for cigarettes anymore.
Shout out to Quan. Shout out to everybody. Y'all let me know if Newports are illegal in the United States now.
No, they sell them like crazy.
Are you sure?
But now in the US, they about damn near $15 a pack. So maybe that's the cost, because in certain states, like in New York, they're like $20 a pack. You get them in Virginia for $10. So believe it or not, dudes is running cigarettes up 95 like drugs. Because what happens is certain states, they tax the shit out of it. So New York has a very high cigarette tax. Virginia has low or none. So they'll come down 95, go to Virginia, get a truckload of cigarettes, and then take them up to New York and sell them and make a killing. They make as much money off of cigarettes as they do off of dope because of the tax. But the thing is, if you get caught, it's a big deal if you get caught selling cigarettes, because on the bottom of every pack of cigarettes in every state is a state tax that's stamped on it. So if you in New York, if they catch you selling cigarettes and you don't have that New York State stamp tax, they know you selling illegal cigarettes. That's how the boy Eric Garner got killed in New York. The one that got choked, the big dude.
I remember
selling Lucy.
No, that was in Baton Rouge.
That was in New York City.
Cole, that was. Hey, Cole. Hey, Nicole.
Hey, how you doing?
Shout out to everybody. Pimp Boy Brooklyn, Quan 1993. My cousin Nicole, Quan, Brian. What's going on, brother? Y'all, that was in Baton Rouge. Nicole, that was in Baton Rouge, right?
I don't think so. That was somewhere else.
New York City, you damn radio.
That wasn't in New York.
Eric Garner got choked to death in New York City.
What's the guy that got choked out in Baton Rouge and she got shot?
I don't know about Baton Rouge, but the one that got choked out, Eric Garner, thank you, Quan, that was New York It what the hell are you talking about? And the guy filmed it. And the big brother, he had his hands up and he was like, I'm not fighting. And they put him in a chokehold and killed him.
That was the guy in Baton Rouge, Quan.
No, it was not, damn it.
Okay, yeah, everybody hit that like button. Nicole, you're supposed to be coming on. Hey, Nicole, I got two Nicole.
Yeah.
Cousin Nicole and Nicole. Hey, all right, we just gonna jump straight into the topic today because shout out to everybody. But last week we kind of got off topic, so today we're gonna get on topic just to help people out and tell them about dating relationships in the Dominican Republic. A lot of people
Right.
Go
Okay. They got you straight, John. That's Alton Sterling that got killed in Baton Rouge.
Oh, that was
That's a
Sterling.
different guy, right? And
Sterling was.
he didn't get killed over no cigarettes. The guy
Yes,
in
he
New
did.
York.
Yes, he did, Rico.
What was Alton Sterling over cigarettes? I don't think so.
It was CDs. It was CDs. It was
Okay, goddamn, right. I said we talking about cigarettes.
CDs.
You
Okay,
done jumped
that's
the CDs, right? Yeah, he was selling
Listen,
CDs outside of the store.
thanks, DMR. I appreciate that. Quan,
Y'all see all the
Coach is
fighting I
talking
got to
about
do with his ass?
What'd you say?
Y'all see all the fighting I got to do with him?
Cole, yeah, thank you, Cole. Thank you. Cousin, you supposed to be on my side no matter what. Shit.
She can't be on the side of the wrong. Your ass is wrong.
Man, I have, and I, of course I would never say I love helping people out because they help me out. And, like I always say, everybody on this channel, we all help each other out. But I get calls sometimes, and Nicole went through it. But man, it's so many people that go through relationships and get their heart broken in the Dominican Republic, man. And, I feel for them because they're really looking for true love. Mm-hmm. But what's your comment on that, Rico, when it comes down to love in the DR? What you have to be careful with?
Well, I mean, like I said, it's not just the DR. It's a DR. It's Colombia, Brazil, Panama, Costa Rica. It's all of these countries. It's even in countries in Africa and Asia. It's countries where I think the part that everybody keeps. And I hear so many of these conversations said, and I hear them said dishonestly. A lot of these places are countries that have high populations of poor people. And people need some sort of way of, hell, the Nigerians been running a romance scam. Look at how long they've been running the romance scam with the Niger. I'm a Nigerian prince. So it's not what I'm trying to say is it's not exclusive just to the DR. What it comes down to is people got to use their common sense, and you have to protect yourself.
Hey, pause for a second. Does my mic sound better today than it usually does?
Everybody put a 1 in the chat if Coach sounds fine. Put a 2 in the chat if you guys are having any trouble hearing.
King Short said, after watching all your lives, I don't think your mic is properly connected. LOL. It never sounds like. So is he saying it sounds better?
I don't know.
How does it sound to you, Rico?
It sounds fine to me, but I mean, I don't know if. Okay, everybody's saying 1 so far.
Good. All right, go ahead, Rico. I'm sorry. Okay,
so it might be King Choice. I don't know. So I think it just all it comes down to is you just gotta you gotta properly protect yourself, and you gotta keep your guard up. And whenever you put that's the problem. I think that see, here's the thing: when people are tending to going overseas or to another country and they're looking for a romantic relationship, I think we tend to put down our guards and we think that because we're somewhere different, that the same rules that apply back home don't apply there. If anything, the rules need to apply more.
That's true.
In another country than it does at home. But these guys and girls, they're not doing it. They get caught up in the excitement. It's a new place, new people, new culture. It's not always. I tell people all the time, yeah, they have some drop dead, gorgeous, beautiful women in the DR. They got them in America too.
Yeah, but a lot of guys come here because I believe, and I'm not taking any shots, but I believe those guys never really had beautiful girls. See, I'm speaking for myself, and I'm not.
Well, you got access to what you qualify for. So
let me finish. When I was 18 years old, I was around Puffy and Mace and Mystical and Master P and all of them, and I was with the celebrities and stuff like that, 18, 19. So I was getting the beautiful, beautiful girls from the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. And then, so I went through that cycle. So do you believe some guys never really got any dime pieces or 8s or 9s in their life, and then they just go crazy over here and they fall in love?
Sure, absolutely. Hell, but that's missing the point. Okay.
Domingo, I know Domingo got me. Okay, go ahead.
And the reason why I say that that's not the point is everybody's not. I mean, we're not all entitled to a 10. So what? You don't get what you ain't. I'll tell anybody if you ain't never had a 10 or a 9. I ain't never had a 10. I've had very few 9s. I ain't missing shit. I had some solid 8s, a lot of 7s. I stay in that 5. I stay in that 6, 7, 8 range. Okay, because I'm a 6, 7, 8 guy. I don't think I don't qualify for no 9 or 10, and I ain't missing nothing by not having one here or abroad. It doesn't put it where my 10s come in is in quality of personality.
Right.
I've had a lot of motherfucking 10s, personality, loyalty, trust, being there. That's what you need to worry about. If you're worried about the superficial, the shit on the outside with nothing on the inside, you still ain't got a 10. Right. I don't give a damn what she. Oh, that girl, she's a 10. No, she's a shitty person. She just looks good. That's not a 10. So if she's not complete in all aspects on the outside and the inside, she's not a 10.
Right.
She just isn't a 10. So I hate talking like that because
Juan says they're sold on fantasy.
Sure.
That's what it is, you think?
Well, they're not. I mean, they come over here believing it. Yes.
I hear a lot of guys to tell, even on 90 Day Fiance, when I watch 90 Day
Which
Fiance.
is a dumbass show. Can we just say that? It's a stupid show. It's a stupid ass reality show.
They get a whole bunch of ratings and it's got
they get ratings. So does the Real Housewives of Atlanta, blah, 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 blah. And they be throwing drinks in your face and cussing each other out and getting turned up. And so's the bad bitches of such and such. And so's Love and Hip Hop in every other city. They get crazy ratings, but it's garbage.
But I hear, but back to the guys and girls, I hear the guys call me and they say, man, coach, she live in the Dominican Republic. I'm trying to stack my money up. I really love her. I'm in love with her, but I think she playing me and blah, blah, blah. You know, like I get that all the time, you know, and of course I never say anybody's name or the people that call me and tell me that because that's personal. But I hear them all the time saying that, like, man, I really love her. I you know.
And
so
if they say they feel like they're getting played, it's because they see it.
Because what?
They see it. Because they see it. They see they're being played. But it's a hard pill to swallow. You don't want it to realize or admit it. You don't want to. But my thing is, it's the same. Niggas been getting used in America. I'm like, so when you find out you saw it. You just didn't want to see it. Man, so
wait, Rico, you saying me? You saying you like you trying to put my business out there? You know, I feel like you're taking shots at
business. I'm saying is that
Favar says I stick to my lead. Is that true? What you laughing at, Rico?
I'm laughing at Delta 751. Go down to Delta 751.
Okay,
that's a good comment.
Miss Sharonda says I felt my husband was exotic. Well, shout out to Miss Sharonda. And he wasn't Americanized yet. Hey,
the next one is the one that got me.
All right, Rico, have you ever drank a few too many and took a 10 home and woke up to?
Hell yes.
I think we all have.
Hell yes. That's why I said I can't even be mad at that. And look, let me tell you this, Delta 751. If they was good enough, I went back and got that motherfucker the next day. If you know what I mean. She might have looked like a 2, but her ass performed like a 10.
Right.
I'm just saying we got to be honest with it.
It's called denial. That's what J-Day says.
That's what it is. It's just called denial.
Shout out to J-Day, man. J-Day is getting his house together, man. We're gonna be doing another interview with J-Day. Shout out to Faye Bar. She's a sweetheart. Look, a girl said, and I got a lot of women on my channel. I stick to my league.
Everybody has to. It's just you know. Everybody know we know. You know who you are. So my expectations are set in my reality. I know what my reality is. I know. I gotta now. I know I can do well, but I'm not punching above my weight. That's just stupid. And that's what I think.
Now let's talk about money. Now, can you have a dime piece or a 9 in the Dominican Republic or anywhere?
If your money's right, absolutely. but it's all about the money. You just have to accept that too.
You think she?
It's all about the money. God damn it, you just said it. If your money's right, and you normally are bagging 5s and 6s, and you come somewhere and you get a 10, you know it's all about the money. Just knock it off. Just knock it off. But that's okay. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because for the most part, as an American, when you go to the DR or Colombia or these countries, you got to realize you're in the top 5%. You know, you're not with the like when I go to the DR, I'm not with the Dominican millionaires, but after that, I'm the next motherfucking group for my money. So they're in the top 2 to 3%. I'm clear. I'm in the top 5% all day with half.
So we both married. Well, yeah. I'm gonna be married, but what percent am I in? Since you say
you know your income, you're in the top fucking 10%.
Damn, my income and your income ain't nothing similar, Rico.
But it doesn't matter though. You have to realize that you're in the top 10% if you bring home $1,000 a month. That it's not a lot of people. Now you have many millionaires in the DR. Many. But of 11 million people, out of 11 million people, you might got 100,000 millionaires, maybe. So that's 10,900,000 that's not millionaires. Now, of that 10 million, because this is the population, roughly, something like that. Of that 10,900,000 people, the overwhelming majority of them make $500 a month or less.
Right.
The overwhelming majority, which may be 80% of the population.
Right.
So when they talk about the Dominican middle class, yes, they have a middle class, but it's a small middle class. It's not a large middle class. So you're telling a country where out of 11 million people, 80% of them make $500 a month or less. So, and you make almost triple that. So when you that's pushing you up there. So you just say, just take the 80%. Well, I'm in the top 20%. Then you say, okay, 1,000 is up to another 10%. So down that's 90%. So it's literally you don't have to have a ton of money to be in the top percentages.
Right. Do you agree with Twin? Do you agree with Twin? You talking about money right now. He says today's relationships are really about business. Regardless, a man is going to pay, so accept it. Is that true?
Yes and no. But I'm saying is, I will say this. I agree with them that the dynamics of a business could be anywhere, but I'm saying they're clearly greater when you have when you go to a country where the socioeconomic level is significantly lower than where you come from, because you just are the fucking come up. So and like I said, and I agree with what Key's saying that yes, she could. I clearly believe you can meet a woman and she could grow to love you in the end. I clearly believe that. So I'm not against anybody coming out and trying it.
Yeah, shout out to all the women that's on the channel. We really I love y'all input. Y'all keep it coming. And like my cousin Cole say, y'all get those likes up on the live. Thank y'all so much. But let me see what Kia says. I can say that the woman have the ability to grow into love with someone, so she could grow to love you in the end. Is that true?
I agree with that. Absolutely. But what I'm saying is, until that happens, keep your goddamn eyes open. Know that when you start this relationship, you have to know that, hey, I'm at an income level that they're not used to. So obviously, that's just the same way, like when you always tell your story about your Dallas attorney that was making all the money. You know that motherfucking money had your ass. You was a kept man, John.
I wasn't, but I wasn't ugly. I didn't look like I didn't look like the Cookie Monster. You ain't look like Freddy Krueger.
You didn't look so good that your ass deserved that. You like that motherfucker having that bread, paying for nice house, nice car, nice this, nice that. Okay, so all I'm sitting there saying is human nature. What man wouldn't want to sit there and meet a nice looking woman that got the bag? You'd be like, shit, I'm winning.
So reverse it. Yeah, that's right. I'm glad you reversed
it.
Reverse it.
Right.
The girl, the district attorney, she wasn't an ugly woman and she made money. I wasn't with her just because of her money.
You wasn't gonna leave her ass either, though. But like, it took her 4 months to get your ass out of there. I'm not with you for your money. Okay, get out. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about
it. Because you ain't in a hurry to run back to that 1-bedroom apartment. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and
I'm up in a big ass mansion. I'm not running back to that 1-bedroom apartment. You need to give me some time. Fuck that shit. No.
Well, my girl. I don't care what nobody say. Forget all of y'all on the live. Dominga's a 10 on the inside, and she a 10 on the outside.
That's what matters. Now you got a 10. It's got to be both. But if it's only one, you ain't got no 10. You got a fucking 5.
That's true.
Because the looks only accounts for half the number.
Right.
But if they ain't got nothing up here, they ain't got nothing in here, they not a good person, I don't give a damn how good you look. Some of the more attractive women and men in the world are some of the most miserable fucking people on the planet. They're just not good people.
That's true. That's true. You got some ugly booger wolves that's not good. That don't have good personalities too.
Yeah, but then you got some that's gold.
Right.
That's so what makes salt of the earth.
So why so many times I know I can't go get a 10. I'm a halfway decent looking man, and I don't make a whole bunch of money, but I know if I go to Punta Cana, Sosua, or wherever I go, and I run into a 9 or a 10, I know that
she gonna holler at you.
She gonna holler at me, and she gonna holler at if the guy's a booger wolf, she gonna holler at the booger wolf too.
She hollering at your wallet.
Right, but people don't understand. But why don't people understand that?
It ain't that goddamn hard because they don't want to. They're in denial about it. Yeah, no, I look, but okay, go to Key, right? Yes, and I would say this.
Shout out to Haitian Gunman. We hadn't seen you in a long time. Shout out to Haitian Gunman.
Here's the reality. Yes, they can like me if they know me. But if they don't know me, they can't just actually like me. Because you got to get to know a person to like them. And that's what I'm saying is that work's not being put in because you see guys at the club, they running straight at the 10s and they leading with their wallet. So I'm like, oh, okay, of course you're going to get her number. And of course she's going to talk to you because you're leading with your wallet. Now, however, over time, the person may come and say, hey, John's a really good dude. But right out the back, remember we had the conversation earlier where I always say like, Dominicans like to say, oh, it's not racism, it's classism. And I said, but that's always bullshit because you can't see class and you can see race. You know what I'm saying? So literally, it's like, yes, you can get to know a person and realize, oh, they are a better class. Oh, they are a nicer person. But until you put in the time to do that, you don't know that. So if you know you are a verified fucking 5, and you in the club and a bunch of 10s is hollering at you, I tell you what, this is what I tell them. If you want to test it, just tell them you broke. I don't have no money.
Right.
I'm broke. And let's see if they still like your ass.
Right. Rick James, no. Soul is not my biological daughter. But yeah, no, I agree with that, man.
I'm broke. I have no money. I got $100 a month. That's all my pension is. And watch they disappear on your ass overnight. Now, the one that stick with you, you could say that that's more genuine. But 9 times out of 10, and my thing is, it doesn't. Why the hell would I be a poor Dominican man or woman in the DR, and I want to deal with a poor ass fucking foreigner? We got enough poor people here.
What you mean? Repeat that again. Say that one more time.
If you're already poor in the country, why do I want to deal with someone poor from outside the country? We have no shortage of poor people.
You trying to throw shots at me? You trying to see that
you're not that poor. You might be poor on American standards, but you ain't poor on their standards. So you win.
I thought you were throwing some subliminals or something at me.
No, I'm saying why would they sit there and be, oh yes, oh this American came in and I just love him. Like, okay, nigga, you look like every other fucking Dominican. Why not? Shit, tell me why would they?
Look at Kim. Kim says, I'm currently dating a guy from the Dominican Republic. Awesome, Kim. And I wish y'all the best, sweetheart. I really wish you the best. I wish you the best.
And Quan, yeah, they looking for real love, but they also looking to fucking eat too. I don't know why y'all just keep always wanting to skip past that.
Yeah.
Like the high rates of unemployment don't exist. Yeah, I want love, but guess what? Goddamn it, I can't eat your fucking love. Your love ain't gonna keep the lights on. Your love ain't gonna put a fucking roof over my house. So yes, I want someone to love who can provide. We want the same fucking thing here. I'm in America. Shit, if my wife had been broke, fuck that shit. I ain't fucking with nobody broke here in America. So
there you go. There you go, throwing subliminals again, because Domingo don't have a whole bunch of money.
No, so, but you got it.
Yeah, but you said you wouldn't mess with a woman that don't have a lot of money.
In America, hell no. Because there's nothing stopping you from getting the bag in America.
Oh yeah.
So if your ass is broke in America, you just lazy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You just lazy. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you broke there, I understand the dynamics of the two different places. If you in America and the chick is broke or the dude is broke, all right, come see me when you right. But you're right, Quan. Come see me. I ain't got to build shit up. Quan, the only woman I got to build up is my daughter. Y'all out y'all fucking mind. How many? That's the very reason why half these dudes is going overseas, because they say that the woman don't want to sit. And I tell a woman, you shouldn't have to build a man up. He should build his goddamn self up. And the woman should build herself up. I'm not building nobody up.
I mean, these people don't understand, but I'm gonna say one of the signs. You're right. You're right, Rico.
And in the DR, I know everybody's doing the best they can in their circumstance.
You're not knocking nobody from the DR at all.
No, because they have high unemployment. I know that. And women are the last ones to get a job, because if jobs come, they're going to give them to the men first.
Right.
So that's why I understand the situation. But in the U.S., oh, hell no. We got more jobs than we got fucking people. That's why people trying to sneak in the U.S. We got more jobs than we got people to do the fucking job. So I'm not building up nobody in the U.S. Fuck that shit. And no woman should build up no man in the U.S. because there are jobs galore.
Wait, I disagree with that, because you can get a woman.
Unemployment rate is fucking 3% in the U.S.
No, but like, let's say you get a guy or a woman or something like that, and then they want to start a restaurant business, and you want to lift them up. You can lift them up.
Where are you talking about? In the U.S.?
In the U.S., yeah.
Shit, you better build that shit on your own. Fuck that shit. Maybe we can do it together. We can do it together. But me just taking my bread and invest, I don't invest in people's dreams, but my own.
If your wife wants to start a business right now, she need half. No, she shouldn't need half. If let's say you got more money, and then she want to start a restaurant business.
I better be a multi-millionaire. And guess what? And even if that's the case, guess what? That's my restaurant. You just working.
It's both of y'all restaurant.
No, it's mine, because my money went into it.
Whenever I get my hands on some money and Domingo want to start a nice little small restaurant.
But John, you conflating two different countries. That's a different scenario. I get that. Everybody over there needs the capital because they don't have access to the capital. In America, they printing fucking money.
Right.
They're printing money. So in America, I'm like, no, miss me with that bullshit. There are jobs galore. You can go out there and get, if you got halfway decent credit, you can go out there and get a personal loan. They'll give you all this money. They're printing money and burning money.
Crazy world. Yeah, that's true. That's right. That's true. That's true. Miss Tatum says, remember, in a transition, kind of a hard to find girl that really love you for who you are.
Right. Transaction. Because it's transaction.
I'm sorry. Yeah. In a yeah.
But I agree with what Key said. The relationship can start transactional, but actually turn into real love. I do believe that. I believe in the long run that's what it will become. But I'm just saying, you just still got to vet them. You got to vet them. You got to take your time. You got to just make sure it's legit.
And it's the same thing that Keys asked me. Hey, Coach, does it ever cross your mind that Dominga is playing the long game with you because she knows you are waiting for a settlement in your case? She don't know I have a settlement in my case.
If you keep running your fucking mouth, she will. I can say he wouldn't have to worry about that if he didn't talk so much, right?
Yeah, well, she can translate stuff or whatever, but she knows I was assaulted. She know I have a lawsuit that that's probably pending, but I haven't went into detail and all that stuff because, and she don't care. She don't ask about it. She don't, she knows that I was assaulted, but that's about it.
She's living a very comfortable lifestyle with you now. So, if this is all it ever.
My point is, Rico and Keys, she never said, she never called. She never said you heard from your lawsuit yet? You heard from your lawsuit yet? You heard? She'll never say that. She's never asked me that. So I don't. Yeah. And she never. And when we was dating, she never knew about that until and probably until recently, until she's reading people comments. She look at Google. She look at YouTube. She look at TMZ. She showed me the TMZ article. She said, "Oh, here's the TMZ article with you with you getting into it with the guy. I ain't gonna say his name. The guy Deion Sanders' son. So she knows about that, but she don't know who Deion Sanders is. She don't know who Shiloh is. She don't know none of that. But anyway, moving on. Yeah.
Oh, salute to my guy Big J from the UK.
J. What's going on, Big J?
Yeah. You can hit when we drop the link. You and Favor, I want y'all to hit the link because he's got a significant other in the DR as well, and he commutes back and forth from UK.
I don't know if I ever saw Big J before, but thanks so much for being.
He's got a channel. Follow that channel, Jay. Mm-hmm. Drop your channel in the in the chat. He's got a good channel, good brother.
What does he talk about? What is he talk?
He do a lot of food reviews and hotel reviews.
Okay. It seems like I heard of that name before.
Do a lot of that. Yeah, Big J. He be up in Puerto Plata area. So he does but he does like in Santo Domingo, Bávaro, everywhere. So he does a lot of good food reviews and good hotel reviews. Good information. I'm
gonna say this: women don't build. Rick James says women don't build; they move in. I don't know about that.
Yeah, often. And I agree with you there, Favor. If you have any experience, please hit the link when we drop it and come up and share. I don't know if you have any specific experience dating overseas, and it doesn't even have to be the DR. It could be any country because I think personally it's the same,
right? No
matter what country you go to, the American dollar is just look differently. So
hey Rico, let me jump into this. It's on the same subject because we're gonna stay on topic. But these people that call me and people that question me, and some of them are dating girls, some of them are not. But they don't see the warning signs. They don't like I see the warning signs. Like on WhatsApp. If the first girl that I dated, she refused to put my picture up on WhatsApp. That was a warning. That was a warning sign. But they have people that been in relationships and got married.
You kept fucking with her though, right?
I did for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. So again, same thing, right? I'm glad you mentioned that because I remember you telling me that.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why real quick. Because,
come on, let's hear this bullshit. Go ahead.
Because she said we just started dating. Give it a little time, and then I'm gonna start posting you and tell everybody that we're dating. And then I said, okay. Bullshit. But that was a warning. That was a warning sign. That was a warning sign.
But let's talk about the warning sign, right?
I gave it a little time.
Stop. No. Let's talk about the warning sign. But you sat there and you said, okay, we're in a committed monogamous relationship, right? And I'm gonna tell you why it's not normal, Quan, because again, in this situation, it's the power dynamic. Now, if you're in a co-equal relationship, right? I don't need you. You don't need me. I'm not getting nothing from you. You not getting nothing from me. Okay, I could accept that. But if this is a power dynamic relationship, right? And it's like, wait a minute, you tell me that, but yet I'm still financing your ass for everything. Okay, I'm paying for everything. So you playing me like I'm a sugar daddy, but now you telling me you can't do some normal shit. Then hell no. So again, what I'm saying is you saw the warning sign, but you looked past them because you was in denial about it. You thought the reason why it was a warning sign, because to you in your mind, it didn't make sense. Because what you did, I bet you this, in the WhatsApp, you put her. Yeah. Okay. Hang on.
Go ahead. Yeah, I did. Rico is right. I put her face in WhatsApp. I really did. I put her face in WhatsApp, and I did that to show her, like, hey, I'm not a guy in the United States. I'm not a guy. I'm not a guy in the United States that's sleeping with
you did her, but she wouldn't do you. So that's some bullshit. So you should have said right then and there. No, right then and there. You should have been like, okay, something's up.
You can't tell me, Rico. You can't tell me they got some good women out there that does not want it. Like as soon as we started dating, I asked her to put my profile picture up so we can show we dating.
And you put hers up.
Yeah, but she said no. You can't tell me they got people out there in the world that waited 2, 3, 4, and 5 months and then they started dating and they happily married right now. You can't tell me that.
I'm not telling you it doesn't happen, but you're not gonna tell you. You're in a country that's known for what it's known for to a certain extent.
Right. Shout out to Easy Raw.
So again, if you're going to be in denial about it, then whatever fucking happens. So in the perfect world, we always hope for a positive outcome. Mm-hmm. All I'm saying is, while you can hope for a positive outcome, it would be wise to yourself to always, as they say, prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Right. So other than that, why the fuck did you even have the doubt? You had the doubt.
So I had doubt.
You goddamn right, and your doubts was correct, and you didn't listen to him.
What you mean? It took me a little while to listen to him, but I listened to him, and
after a while, your doubt said, "You stupid motherfucker! I told you 4 months ago. I told you 4 months ago."
Yeah.
But you didn't listen. That's what your doubts told you, and that's all I'm saying is, when you're in these situations, you gotta listen to yourself. You don't have to listen to me. You gotta listen to yourself. If your mind is telling you, like, you know what, this shit just, you gotta listen. And I'm not saying you gotta act on it, but what you did was you hope. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Guess what, motherfucker? You ain't wrong. You was right.
Right. Now, what about this? I hear a lot of guys and girls. They say, "Yeah, I'm in the United States. I'm getting my money right. We've been dating for 2, 3, 4 years, and I help her out and I support her. I send her money, and then
just financing. You're just a benefactor.
But do you think a lot of those women are cheating on that man in the United States?
Most of them, yes. The vast majority of them, yes. Not all. I'm not saying 100%. Some, but overwhelmingly.
Could you be in a relationship where you date a woman in the Dominican Republic, Colombia, wherever, overseas?
It don't work in the States. We call them long distance relationships. It don't work in the States where you East Coast, West Coast. Shit just don't work. So why would it work across countries if it don't work within countries?
What you mean it don't work?
It don't work. Most people in long distance relationships in America, that shit don't work because you don't see each other enough. And they say the things like absence makes the heart grow fonder, but it also makes the dick harder and the pussy wetter. So people we're human beings. So this whole nonsense around
walk on.
I don't need to see them, this and that. We good. I'm like, dude. I'm literally talking about hundreds of thousands of relationships where people try. I'm in New York, they in LA. That shit, you be hot and heavy when you together, and after about 2, 3 months, this shit ain't working. It just doesn't work. And that's in the same country.
Right.
So if it's not going to work in the same country, you're talking about like 10% of long distance relationships work out. Like 10%. The other 90% crash and burn.
That's in a relationship when you with a woman.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is proximity can help when you're together. When you're together, if she's just across town and I can see you 3-4 times a week. But if you cross the country and I can only see your ass every 3 months or every 4 months, you know, it tends to fail. Now you're going to add, guess what? Not only are you across the country, but you're in a whole nother country. It makes it hard. You can't keep relationship like that. Now, will that woman let you just keep sending her money? Yeah, because she needs it. And if you're dumb enough to do it, then okay.
Do you think a lot of those women have 2 or 3 dudes in the United States and they just
I don't know, a lot of them do, but I know some of them do.
Yeah.
I don't know what percentage of them do. Would they love to have 2 or 3 of them? Yeah, but shit, I don't give a damn if you the only fool. What difference does it matter? Well, at least she ain't got nobody else. Yeah, well, okay, well, she got about 2, 3 Dominicans. Does that make you feel better? You still financing them. It still is what it is. So I'm just saying, if your mind is telling you something, you need to listen to your mind. You need to believe yourself. You can put normal, easy things that anybody should be willing to do. And if you put normal things and they're not willing to do it, that's a huge glaring red flag. So if it's like, when you sitting there, you calling her, you're like, hey, why can't I FaceTime? Oh, I can't FaceTime. You motherfucker like, how the fuck in 2023 you telling me you can't FaceTime? Come on, who's not FaceTiming now? But you got who's falling for shit like that.
Right. And then I even get calls sometimes and the guys say, well, I try to call at 1, 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning and she's not answering the phone. And maybe, she's like, oh, I was sleeping, baby. I was sleeping, and I was like, well, man, I mean, you got to pick up those warning signs, but I just don't understand why it doesn't resonate to girls and guys. So,
because they don't want to see it, because they're too emotionally attached and they don't want to see, and they're more afraid of the heartache than the truth. That's all. They're more afraid of being let down and being brokenhearted than the truth.
Do you believe?
But eventually,
do you believe that they have never? I believe, this is my opinion, they have never had a beautiful woman like that in the DR, 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s, and they
probably haven't, but it doesn't make any difference. It really, whether the girl is a 9 or a 10 really makes no difference. They probably haven't, but the bottom line is, it makes no difference if it's a 9 or a 10 or if it's a 6 or a 7. It doesn't matter. You're still misleading yourself.
Right.
It doesn't matter at all.
Hey, Miss Favor, Miss Sharonda met her husband in the United States. Yeah.
And I'll say this, it's what Manuel said. When Manuel said, okay, you 500 pounds and this person is fit. Where the fuck do you see that? And that's wildly successful unless somebody has a whole lot of money and the other person doesn't. Where do you see that? Where do you see 2s running around with 10? Like you said, you talked about the little motherfucking midget. Okay, that motherfucker got deep pockets. But even he knows what the deal is.
You can't say midget these days. You gotta say little.
Okay, little person. Okay, right, you're right. But even the little person, he knows what the deal is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With this tall, statuesque, it's like that dude, he know he wasn't that woman's first choice. Right. But he know he got deep pockets. So
look at this. Look, Kick say putting pictures on WhatsApp means nothing. I agree with that. To a certain extent, I agree with that. Domingo, when we started dating, Domingo put my picture.
What I'm saying,
I didn't even ask Domingo to put my picture up, and she put my picture up.
But here's the thing: is if it was that easy to do that, and she still refused to do that, that makes it even worse.
Why you said why?
Because it was easy enough for her to put that shit up and just said it like he said, and you would have been none the wiser. So she could have did what you wanted, would have made you happy, but she even refused to do that. So you really was stupid. Hey, what's up, Jay?
Yo, blessings, Rico. Blessings, John.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good, brother. Is my voice okay?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
sound fine to me.
Oh, cool. All right, that's all good then.
man.
So what we?
I need your input a little bit. Rico think he know everything, man. So I really want you to help me out with this stuff.
He busting.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
basically we want your perspective on basically Western Union poppies, whatever,
Hmm.
and basically guys being in denial about being played when, because you like I said, like I told him, I said, you're in the UK, but you got your significant other in Puerto Plata, so you're doing the relationship back and forth, and you're doing
Hmm.
it well. But most guys we know are not. Most guys
Hmm.
we know are just getting the shit used out of them. And from your experience, what do you see and know about it? And
I want
what advice could you give?
we're gonna be quiet. I want you to answer that. But Juan Carlos says, and I agree with him, most of them are using men. Only 5 to 10% are not playing games. Usually the older women are serious.
That's what I always said.
So go ahead, Big J. Go ahead, bro.
I actually, sorry, could you go back to that comment of that gentleman? Is it one? I actually agree with what he's saying. He's absolutely right.
Yeah.
So we have a group of brothers that, jump on a plane, are just doing the pay for play situation. Fine. They're grown ass men. Do as you will. I don't judge.
Right.
Then you have another selection of brothers that in their own country, they've fancied, a woman of their taste, but couldn't quite get to first base. They've had bad luck with women. So what happens now? They hear about a place, i.e. Sosua. They can go and get a lady that looks like, let's say Hailey Berry or, Beyonce, pushing it a little bit, but stay with me. They get there. That woman is treating them like, even though it's pay for play, that goes out the window for them. All of a sudden now they're wrapped up into this romanticism with this woman that's charging them for their time. She makes them feel like a king. They return back to their country of origin. Then comes the begging. So because they don't understand the culture, they just being the nice guy. They say, okay, we're going to send you $100 or $200. Your mum's sick, or, your son might need to attend school, or you can't afford your electricity bill. From whatever it is, there's no food in the fridge, which is, the most famous one of them all, the empty fridge. They fall for the okie doke, which is really no fault of theirs at the time. They're just trying to do the right thing. I just feel that brothers need to take these brothers that do it. They obviously care about these women because they return back to their country of origin. The texts start coming, the communication, and then here comes the okie doke. But because they don't really know about the okie doke, like I said, they're just trying to be a good guy. But like I said, emotions are involved. A lot of these brothers don't want to admit that oh no, I'm just being a player. I think that's a load of bullshit, to be quite honest. I mean, if you care for someone, you are going to show it in different ways. And because a lot of them cannot speak the language, they're going to show their affection with money, which is a way to communication. Sorry, I can't hear you, John.
You
You've
muted,
muted.
John.
You muted, John.
Say that last part again. I'm sorry. Say that last part.
He killed it with that. You cooking, Jay.
Oh,
go ahead.
Basically, because they can't speak now. I speak Spanglish. My Spanish is terrible. However, I can communicate what I need, what I want, and where to go. Because a lot of these dudes can't speak Spanish or even understand a little bit of Spanish, their communication is with money. I mean, listen, as men in our countries of origin, and I always say this, if we date a woman, we are going to take care of the financial. Even if you're not living with that woman, when it comes to date night, you know, going to a restaurant, going to a cinema, even just giving her a couple of dollars for her to go and buy a dress or something, taking her out on a Saturday. We are, as real men, and I have to say, as real men, we are gonna front the bill. Some might call me a simp for even saying this, but I always say this to people. When your father was caught in your mother, or someone is caught in your daughter or sister, would you want that man to respect your mother, your sister, or your daughter? So this is what real men do. Now, as I said, men have been called simps for looking after these certain women, which I do understand to a certain degree, because these brothers, they do get taught a lesson, but their lesson is not enough for them. They literally have to get burnt to a crisp till they understand. I mean, we know there's stories out there about expats having to leave, you know, Dominican Republic because of situations that they put themselves in. But I've got to the point where I no longer blame these women for doing what they do. It's the men. There's enough signs out there. There's enough YouTube do's and don'ts out there for a guy to learn. So if you're going over there with blinders on and you get burnt, it's your fault.
Hey, let me cut you off real quick, brother. And I love what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let me ask you
He's
this.
spitting facts.
All right, shut up, Rico. So let me
We do
say
this shit all the time. Go ahead. Go ahead, radio.
Where does it stop? Like my example, I know I'm not a simp. I know I was 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and I was with 9s and 10s. So I had been through that process already.
Right.
When I started dating the Dominican girl here, she did not want to post my picture up. And on WhatsApp, I waited about 3 or 4 months, and she still didn't do it. And I started doing more investigating, and I found out she was playing games with me. I wasn't sending her no money. I wasn't sending her anything. I didn't send her $1. She was making her own money. Let me put it like that. I'll just leave it like that. But why? What? I'm gonna bring Easy up. But do you think I should have? Hey, Easy, push pause real quick.
Mute yourself, Easy, for a minute. There you go.
So do you think?
Hey, that's my guy. That's my guy right there.
What up,
Easy,
Big
you know.
J?
That's
What
my
up,
guy.
Big J?
That's my guy right there, man. But
That's why I came up. That's why I came up.
One big family. Easy, good people, man. Easy.
He is, man.
Let me ask you this. So the final to finish my question up.
Yes, sir.
Should I have waited 3 or 4 months before I cut the relationship off? Because
Very good question. Very good question. And it's funny that you brought that up today, John, because me and my brother from another mother was actually having a conversation today. I say this. When you look at Dominicans and the culture, and I'm talking about the culture within their WhatsApp culture, if a Dominican finds 100 pesos laying on the floor, they're going to post it up on their status. They're going to post it up on their status. They want you to know. This is why I done a talk long time ago, and it was called Beautiful Honest Liars. I would encourage anybody to please go on my channel and look for the subject that I did called Beautiful Honest Liars. They're lying to you, to your face, but they're actually telling you the truth as well. The Dominican women post their accomplishments. So to answer your question, John, today I came up with, if there is your small negative signs that you see are going to impact the rest of your relationship with that woman, that will tell you. So that woman not posting your picture on her status, or letting the world know, or her friends know, or her family know, look, you know, I'm dating John. To me, that is a big red flag. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. You pause, John. You pause, John.
What did your friend say? What did your friend say?
He actually agreed with me. He said, yeah, it's a red flag. That's definitely a red flag.
So now you admit you was slow radio?
Shut up, Rico. How long should I have waited? How long
You should have told her ass to kick rocks that day. Fuck it.
Okay,
but
I'm asking.
No,
okay, so to answer John's question, because I know where he's going. How long should I wait? Oh, go ahead.
I want you to think, right? So, and what I told him is, I was like, you had doubts in your mind. That's why you asked her to do something. You need to believe. So what I'm trying to tell guys, like, look, guys, when you have these doubts in your head, listen to yourself. These doubts don't creep up for no reason.
No.
So when you see something that don't feel right, don't let them tell you, oh, you just no. Don't let them poo. No, fuck that shit. If that's what you think, then man, I'm gonna go ahead and move on because I don't believe this shit. So that's what I was trying to tell them is like, unfortunately, these guys, they get so caught up in the aesthetics. Oh, she's beautiful, and I hope she loves me.
She cooks and cleans. She cuts my toenails. She gives me a massage. They do that with their eyes closed.
Yes. And that's what I'm trying to tell them. I was like, that's what happens is you dismiss yourself because you want to believe in something, even though yourself is telling you it doesn't believe it. You're telling me, I don't believe this person. I think she's lying. But all they got to do is say poo, and you go, okay, you turn around and say, Coach, shut the fuck up. You cussing yourself out, arguing for her. That's crazy.
I also add on to what Rico's saying. If you look, just to add on to what Rico's saying, if you look at relationships in Dominican Republic between man and woman, when you really put that under a microscope, a Dominican woman can break up with a Dominican brother within 2 days. 2 days. Actually, I'm going to tell the story, but I'm not going to mention no names. I knew a Dominican lady. She was married to an American brother. That American brother, he was ill. He was dying. He jumped on a plane to Dominican Republic. She married him. On his return, maybe after marrying him, maybe 2 months after that, he died. This brother's body wasn't even cold yet. She was already looking for another man. So relationships in Dominican Republic are like McDonald's. Turnaround, fast. It's fast food. It's fast.
You saying if I die tomorrow, you say Domingo gonna have another man?
No. See, I can't. From what I can't talk for Domingo. No.
Don't fall for that shit. He always trying to pull somebody into it. You tell her, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, it might be me. Yeah, he's always trying to. Oh, you trying to say, shut the fuck up, John. You always trying to make shit about you. But no, he's telling you overall. Look at how quickly that woman moved on. She was married. And because here's the thing, what I always say, Jay, is this. Because and why even though that sounds like a horrible story, and we're gonna let you in a minute. Even though while that sounds like a horrible story, I'm like you. I'm reluctant to totally blame her because I'm like, she comes from a culture where all she thinks about in any given day is, what the fuck are we going to eat tomorrow? So now,
Rico, I'm so happy you said that because what I was trying to tell my boy today, that it's about survival. Their survival is different. Yeah, it's survival.
It's totally different. Right.
And that's all I'm saying is that, like, while that sounds like really fucked up to us, I'm like, yeah, but she's thinking to herself, well, this motherfucker's already dead. Who gonna take care of us now that he's dead?
Exactly. There's no welfare. There's no child support. Nothing. Yeah.
And if she's got kids, fuck that shit. He ain't coming back. So it's fucked up. But I'm not mad at her.
Hey, let me say this real quick to everybody. I try to keep up with the comments, but the people that are on the panel, they are dropping wisdom. So I can't get all the comments. So just understand that I can't get to all the comments. But let's let Easy talk about this. I want to hear my brother Easy talk about it a little bit. Go
Don't
ahead.
come
Easy.
in with no bullshit, Easy.
Oh, there we go. Rico, you've been drinking already today, haven't you?
Yeah, that's all he do. That's all he do.
That's how he do. Yo, Big J, what up, man? That's my dude, man. That's my brother. What's going
Blessings,
on?
blessings, blessings. I'm good,
Yes.
brother. I'm good, bro. I can't
All
complain. I
right.
can't
Nicole,
complain.
hey, Nicole, I'm gonna bring you up, but make sure you push pause for a sec. Push pause. Put it on mute.
This
Go
for you,
ahead, Easy.
Easy.
Go ahead, Easy.
This for you, Easy.
Oh, you know I can't stand Corona. I like Heineken. I'm a Heineken man. But I appreciate it. Yo, listen.
Give me a minute. I'll be back outside with one. I got that too.
Listen, I like what Big J is saying. If you're in a relationship with them, remember this, especially if you're the man. Remember, they expect a man to be a man. They have expectations that you're going to take care of house and home. So that means financially too.
Right.
Another thing I would say is family's very important over there. If you have not met her family, unless she's an orphan, that's a problem. If you're in a serious relationship with a chick from the Dominican Republic and she lives there, and you have not met her family, that's a problem. I live in New York City, and I've talked to a Dominican chick who we wasn't even really serious yet. She was a stripper. Let's put it out there like that. And I met her family. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you don't meet the family, you're not in a real relationship.
Let me ask you this. And I didn't mean to cut you off, brother, but let me ask Nicole. You know, Nicole just went through a hard time with her relationship. Nicole, did you meet your husband family in the Dominican Republic? I know your husband from the DR. Did you ever meet the family?
I did eventually, but I asked about meeting them. He didn't volunteer for me to meet them. Even when I was down in DR when his father died, and I did lose internet, but it took a while for me to find out that I know his dad was in the hospital, but no, I mean I wish I could have gone with them, but that wasn't even a suggestion.
But you did meet the whole family, everybody.
Eventually, I did, yes.
Okay.
Let me ask you.
Let me just say this. I not only met the family, I've slept at the house. I've been there for Christmas. You understand what I'm saying? For the Christmas Eve is the big deal over there. I've been there for that festivity.
Yes.
I speak to people in the family without my wife. Not my wife. Sorry. Ooh, that was a flip. Without my lady knowing, people in her family. So when I'm saying family is big there, it's big.
It's huge. It's huge.
But this is a question I want to ask, and I want to ask you, Easy, and you, Nicole, and Big J. I want you to listen in on it because I don't know, so I'm not casting any aspersions or anything like that. But what I would ask, and the reason why I'm asking is because, like I said, I'm happily married. But like my sons, they love to come to the DR, and I'm always trying to give them advice as to how to navigate. They're like, Pop, I'm like, no, you got to be careful, this, that, and whatever. But my thing is, so even in these certain circumstances and situations that you and Nicole went through, and even you, Big J, how do you vet the people? So when you say, you met the parents, and it's like, because this is the thing that scares me is people like, oh yeah, I talked to their mother and father. And then later on, I keep hearing these stories about they talked to somebody and it wasn't their mother or father. So I'm like, how the fuck are y'all vetting and verifying that, what they're telling you or what? Because I know this. They some great fucking actors and actresses. They some great actors.
That's in America. That's in America too, Rico. Shit.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, man. You find that in America, and we're the richest country on the earth.
Right.
So
right. I understand, but I'm asking is like, how do y'all
feel
about vetting it so you feel comfortable that, okay, I checked this shit out? That's all I'm saying.
That's a good question, Rico. Right. So this is what I've noticed, right? Well, first of all, I'm going to answer the question by saying time is your best friend. Time is, whoever's listening, time is your best friend. That's why
I waited 4 months before I broke up. Shut up. Go ahead.
I'll say this as well. I'll say this as well. When we go to buy a TV or a new pair of shoes or a new jacket or whatever, we're trying it on, or we're playing with that electronic in the shop to see if it suits us, if it's not too difficult and so forth. If the jacket fits us nice, if it's a nice cut, whatever. I find in Dominican Republic, when brothers go over, like I said, it's a McDonald's relationship. Boom. I always say this. They use witchcraft words. That witchcraft word, puppy. Oh,
yeah.
As soon as a brother hears that, he loses all of his faculties.
Yeah.
That's gone out the window. Gone out the window.
Me amor.
But see, those who know real Dominican women, they won't call you papi unless, you know, it's in the bedroom or you're getting down or whatever. Usually they call you pa or you know, mi amor, or you know, all of that puppy talk is wah talk. And that's what these fellas want. They don't deal with real Dominican women. They deal with ghetto hood rats from Dominican Republic. That is what they get in as girlfriends. They're not dealing with real Dominican women. They're not.
Right. No, I totally agree with you, brother. Easy, you was about to say something?
Oh, I was going to say one last thing. I'll give you another trick. As a Merrick or whatever going over there, Dominican men, chill with some of them. See how they go when they go away from Sasua or the tourist areas. See how they interact with the women. They have their own ways in their culture to see what a good woman is, what a good woman is not. They can already trace it. Oh, nah, she's a chappy.
Well, they already know. Yeah, they already know. They already know because their culture, it's their people. They
exactly.
know.
Big J, they got a word for it. Chapiadora. Oh, she's a Chapiadora. She seems
no, Chapiadora. No, Chapiadora is more fleecing you for the money. I'm talking about the Wawa chicks, them hood rat chicks that's got the spandex and sitting Jordans all day drinking bloody Presidente outside. That's what I'm talking about them.
But listen, Big J, to me it's all the same thing. If a brother go over there, listen, listen. The Chapiadora is worse.
Okay.
Listen,
no.
Listen,
the Chapiadora is not worse.
Let me finish. Yes, she is.
No.
Yes, she is.
Okay, go ahead.
Because
I'm going to give you the reason why it's not. Go ahead.
Because the Chapiadora is making you think she's really into you for the long play. To get all the money she can out of you, and then she's still fucking somebody else on the side, or she get enough money, and next thing you know, she been taking care of these relatives and was never really into you.
So let me okay. So let me interject there. I chat now. If you're talking about these spandex Jordan wearing chapidoras, I ain't talking about them. They're called Wawas. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the real chapidoras, the ones from Santiago and Santo Domingo that are getting that money. At least with them, you know what you're getting. You know, just like you'll see a prostitute on a corner, you know what it is. I'm talking about the undercover. Now, if you're dealing with the undercover women that are going to come with the Oscar nominee awards, that's who you have to be careful. Not the chapidoras.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can see them from a mile.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But the Dominican men, they call those undercover women chapiadores too. As far as they're concerned,
they're chapiadores. Yeah, they're chapiadores. But I'm talking about the ones that are getting money. Even the undercover ones, because let's face it, a lot of people don't know. A lot of policewomen and a lot of abogadas over there, they do prostitution as well.
Yes,
they're the worst. They're the worst.
They're the worst.
They're the worst.
You got nurses over there.
Worst.
Nurses over there doing it.
Let me say this real quick. King Choice, I really agree with him. Listen, man, respectfully, as men, we have years and years of examples of women taking men to the cleaners. If you're not protecting yourself and moving different in 2023, then you deserve everything you get.
Facts. I agree with him. He's right.
We started with that.
I agree. I said that. Yeah, I said that. I blame them. Yes, sir.
Man, I don't really, all due respect, Big J, I really don't like everything you say. You can be dead wrong, and I'm still going to agree with you because your accent, you seem so cool and like you know
BJ, tell him the accent ain't got shit to do with it. I'm dead right.
It's just experience. It's experience. Look, I've been.
I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to find something that you're wrong about, but you
can't. You can't. Keep looking, motherfucker. Keep looking.
Nicole, go ahead and chime in.
Told you the truth. Keep looking.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. Nicole, go ahead and chime in. I know you're at work, but go ahead, sweetheart.
Yeah, I was in the same situation. I was taken for a loop, but you know, people want to say this and that about my situation, but you weren't in my situation. You weren't in my mind, and the fact that I trusted this person.
You got a loud echo.
I'm sorry. Somebody beeping. Hold on.
Oh, are you good? Come back to you, but yeah, your situation. Go ahead. Your situation. Go ahead.
My situation where I trusted him. I really did until I couldn't trust him anymore.
Yeah. And
Can I ask her a question?
Go
Can I ask her a question?
Go ahead.
Can I ask her? But I remember you talking about your situation. Didn't you meet your ex-husband kind of, it was close to between the time you met him and when you got married?
Yeah.
How long? How long was it? How long?
About 3 months, 3-4 months.
Okay. And we ain't, and I'm not knocking you because people fall in love and they are still in love today and they married. So you didn't see any.
I know people like that myself.
You didn't see any warning signs.
Yeah.
Did you see anything that like kind of jumped out at you and you said, no, I'm not gonna even worry about it. I think everything gonna be all right.
I was just going with the flow, basically.
Had you been in a relationship before that? And how long were you married before? Anything like that?
No, he was my first boyfriend, my first husband, first everything.
Really?
He was your first boyfriend?
Yeah, everything.
Wait a minute, how old are you, Nicole?
I'm 41.
No, he couldn't be your first boyfriend, Nicole.
Yes, he was my first boyfriend.
Nicole, you're 41, Nicole.
What, you was a missionary?
No,
John, stay out of it. John, stay out of it. Let Rico work.
Give me a moment. I'm not trying to push you. I'm saying you're 41, right, Nicole?
Yes.
Yes? And
I'm 41.
Mother. And you are a mother. So he couldn't have been your first boyfriend. I mean, am I wrong that he was still your first boyfriend, even though you're 41 with a child?
Yes.
Okay, I got nothing else.
My daughter's father was not my boyfriend.
Huh?
My daughter's father was not my boyfriend.
Okay, but I'm okay. All right, and I'm not trying to dig or do anything insulting, so I don't want to do that. I don't.
You're not to insult me.
No, I'm saying I don't. No, Nicole. I'm saying I don't want to. I'm just saying I'm confused because you are a 41-year-old woman and you have a teenage daughter. So that's what I'm just sitting there saying. So let's put it this way. The whole point of this conversation is about trying to educate people when we look to go, whether it's overseas or even in America, how we can better protect ourselves. So when I heard your story, Nicole, I mean, honest with you, you know who I cared about the most? It wasn't you, Nicole.
My daughter.
Exactly. I didn't give a fuck about you. I cared about your daughter. That's who I cared about, and that's who I still care about. And I'm saying whether it's you as a woman or you as not you as a man or a man, I want us to protect our beautiful children. I get you wanting to go somewhere and look for love or a relationship. And there's nothing wrong with what you did. There's nothing wrong with what you did, Nicole. But I will tell you, there's everything wrong with how you fucking did it. It's not
understand that
what you did, it's how you did it. You didn't do it in a way that you need to protect yourself and protect your daughter. So as far as what you did, I'll tell you, go back and do it again. But you better protect.
No, we're not.
No. But what I'm saying is this: is you have to protect yourself and you have to protect your daughter. Is what I'm saying. So I'm not telling people not to go and do it. That's my only point. I don't care about people doing it. I care about people not protecting themselves and not protecting them children and their children. And I don't think that you did it willy-nilly. You just didn't know. You just thought it was going to turn out a particular way. It didn't. So I'm glad you told your story so we can talk about it so other women can say, hey, look. And I'll tell the next Nicole, don't fucking go running over there believing that shit. Protect yourself. Go over there, make sure you got your money right, make sure you protect it. Don't take your kids, or either take your kids and make sure that you just got to do all that.
No, I'm gonna say it. Can I say this? You got to give yourself a window before you go to a foreign country like that and marry somebody. I just believe. I've been with my lady. Listen, I've been with my lady 4 years. Ain't nobody getting married over here next year. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you're talking that, you're talking so much of financial. People get trapped up in that. Like you're the financial breadwinner. That make anybody say they're gonna love you. I want to see what you really are, who you really are. That's gonna take time. That's gonna take some trouble. That's gonna take some down days. That's gonna take getting mad. I'm gonna have to piss you off and see if you still love me.
What's time, Easy though? What is time? How long? 5 months.
You can't put a time on anything.
No, I disagree. You can. No, you can. You can. See, to me, you shouldn't be.
I don't think that you can. Everybody has a different time. You have to go about you have to go about how you feel at that certain time that you feel. Everybody's different.
They're easy.
I'm not saying that my situation is right, but I'm just saying everybody's different.
Hold on, Easy. Here's the thing. The question, and I learned this from the young folks. The young folks told me, it's like, and I heard sounds like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? They literally said, like, you got to shit test people. You ever heard that term, Easy Rawlings? You got to shit test people. And I was like, what the fuck? Basically, you give your significant other so basically, remember, John, I told you earlier, like, basically, like, hey, Nicole, tell him, look, I lost my job. I only got $100 a month. And see how they respond. You give them the thought that, hey, I can't provide for you.
I did that to Domingo.
And
I
didn't
know that, and they call it shit testing. You test them.
But even so, when I didn't have anything, the only reason he was taken by me is because of the visa.
No, but listen.
But still, but can I say this though? Listen, that's still.
You gotta literally shit test the motherfucker to death.
No, listen, Rico.
That easy talk, Rico.
Can I say something? Can I say something? Because obviously Rico said something important, Rawlings as well, and I always abide by these laws that I made up for myself when dating in Dominican Republic. If a woman in Dominican Republic does not respect your money, she's never going to respect you. Always remember that. I always live by the law. Don't feed cow steak. Never. Don't feed the cow steak. I just don't do it. And if she ain't got a starburst in her eyes, she ain't for you. She's just not for you. I always say that,
Yeah, I like
meet on your terms. Meet on your terms. Your terms, no love. It's simple as that. Your terms. It's got to be on your terms, because when you do, I think someone's got noise in the background.
Yeah.
Someone
I don't
can
know
mute
that.
there.
That's Nicole.
That's Nicole.
It's Nicole. All right. So I always say, at the end of the day, just have your wits about you. Honestly, as I said, like you would look at, okay, why I couldn't beautiful honest lie is because she will tell you, a Dominican woman will tell you what she's been through, the good, the bad, and as well as the ugly. And when you weigh up what she's been through, you're like, okay, I'm bad. I'm not no angel, but god damn, I ain't put no woman through that shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, when you really check out what they go through. So sometimes it has to be on your terms. It has to be on
Listen,
your terms.
I
Has to
can
be.
back that up. I can back that up. I just want to say this though.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Even
ahead.
if even if a person that you're talking to and you're an American and they're from another country, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Trinidad, I don't give a damn. And they're just with you for to get the visa, that's still not love. In my
Say
book.
that again. Say that again. Say that again. Sorry, say that again.
If you're American or British and you're from a Western country that's wealthy and you're with somebody, even if you tell them your money's run out and they think if
Right.
cash is low and they are only with you to try to get a visa to get back to your homeland, that's not love. That's not love.
But how do you know? Nicole didn't know that he was trying to just get a visa.
You don't know. The bottom line is you just have to assume it.
Listen, can I just say this also?
So hold on. So I'm clear. So just so I'm clear, easy. So I don't know what you got. Are you saying that the women are getting with you to get a visa to come to Europe or America? I'm a bit lost. Sorry.
I'm saying that if you go to the Dominican Republic, bro, and a woman is with you, you talking to her, everything's good, and you tell her, listen, I don't have a lot of money. I only have about, I only got about $400 a month, which is average.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of money to do this and that. I can help you here and there. And she's still talking about she loves you, but she wants to come where you are. That seems to be her driving force. She just wants the visa.
Well, I say this. I say this. Yeah, like I'm listening to what you're saying, easy. So if she's making it clear that, look, okay, you haven't got a lot of money, you know, you're not rich, but my idea is really to get to America so I can have a better life, maybe send some money back to her family. You can't be mad at her for that. You can't.
I didn't say that, Big J. No, see, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. What I said is that the only reason she's with you is to get that. That's not love. What did she do before she met me to make that come about? Did she put in paperwork to get a visa? Does she have a passport?
So hold on. Let me. So I'm following you. So you're saying basically you've met this chick, and this chick's rocking with you. And one day she just turns around and says, oh, by the way, you know, my dream was always to go to America to have a better life. Is she using you or is she just being honest?
No. Hold on, let me easy. Don't
See,
answer.
let me.
Don't answer easy.
Yeah.
Let me just say this, Big J, and I swear to God, I'm gonna walk away because this is what I want you guys to understand. It's like people. Let's be clear about the difficulties, and for Dominicans to get a visa to go to the U.S. It is extremely difficult. What they have to show is that, one, I have a lot. I have real estate and a business to come back to. So before the U.S., in other words, for a Dominican citizen to get a visa to come to the U.S., they have to go to the U.S. consulate and they have to show all this shit like, oh, I'm not trying to stay. They have to show all this shit. So the U.S. government said, I want to see your bank account. I want to see. Yes, it does.
Right.
Yes, it does. They want to see I want to see your bank account. I want to see you own property. I want to see before they will give you a visa. You have to show a lot of shit that you're not going to go to the U.S. and stay because so many have.
But Rico, let me say this.
Rico,
hold on one second. Rico, my slogan, everybody know my slogan on the channel, make peace be still. I disagree with Rico. I will not look at Dominga and say, I wonder if Dominga's trying to get a...
She playing your sucker ass radio.
No, she not. But see, Dominga's a different. But
No,
Dominga's a great example.
Easy, leave it alone. He want to hear that.
I know what you're saying because he always bring her up.
But
He always bring her up.
You simp motherfucker.
Can I say something?
Listen, what I'm saying to you is this.
Easy talk, and then you got it, Big J.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I would disagree. You can get to America from the Dominican Republic on a student visa. You can get. Listen to me. You can get because I'm in New York City. I call it. They have a little Dominican Republic up here, all over. You can get to Dominican. You can get to America. You can get to America from Dominican Republic on a student visa, on a work visa, on a I want to visit because my cousin stays in the Bronx visa. And then once you get here, because my country's so great, you can stay past your visa or get it renewed. So if a woman is with you or a man is with you just for the visa, they don't love you. Get rid of them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now, Big J, that's different from she want to come to America and do good for herself. If that's what she wants, then what is she doing to prepare to do good in America? Because what I always tell people who are not from America, America is not what you think it is. There's not money laying in the ground. We work like dogs.
Yeah, but they're not aware of that, you see, because they're being told other things.
That's why I tell them.
Yeah.
That's why I tell them.
Good. Hey, but listen, they got somebody that's a lady. She wants to come on. I've seen her before, and she wants to give her opinion. But man, I don't see any issues with. I keep peace in my life. I never think anything bad about Dominga. If she's trying to take advantage of me, is she trying to take my money? I'm just talking about for me. I don't think that.
You slow.
Shut up, Rico. Let me finish. God damn it.
Slow. Go ahead.
So now, if it happens, it happens. Then guess what? I'm gonna get on the Dominican Route channel and say, "Hey, Easy. Hey, Big J. Shit. I missed it. I got played. But
again.
I'm not.
You're gonna say I missed it again. It ain't the first time, motherfucker. You're gonna say
Rico ain't gonna let you go, but he's a good friend because he's gonna tell you the truth.
I'm not coming to your birthday party next month.
But John, listen, Dominga. I'm not saying she's an old woman. She's an older woman. She's not in her 20s.
Yeah, I got you.
She got 3 kids. She got 3 kids. She got a grandchild. She done been married for years, and her husband was the one who stepped out on her. Then she told you all this. She didn't try to hide it from you. She took you to meet her father on his land and the rest of her family. So it's not like I don't see any indication where she's playing you. If anything, what she's really doing is trusting you to be a good man.
Right.
Because she can look for you. She could come home and you could be like, left a note. I went to get the bread. You know how they used to say in the old days? After your father? I ain't seen him. Yeah, he went to get the bread about a year ago, never came back.
I agree with you, Easy, spot on. Jay, spot on. Cole, I mean, we're all spot on. It's just about like let's have an honest conversation. Like you said, I mean, Jay, Easy.
Hey, let me say this, Rico. I appreciate the way that Easy Rollins said about a month ago. Haitian gunman talking about you got an older woman. Your woman old. She look older. Damn, Haitian gunman. I mean, damn. I guess that's just the Haitian in them just talking. But anyway,
nobody's saying she's an old ass one. But no. But here's the thing, though. No. It goes back to Jay. It goes back to the comment that the guy Juan had said earlier was about again. You see, you keep coming in here with this 09 and 10 shit. And then you making people think about 20-year-old and 25-year-old. But like Jay said, and the guy Juan said, an older person.
Mm-hmm.
Which I always tell guys, I'm like, look, man, if you're 50, you shouldn't be looking at nobody below 35. If you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making some numbers.
Yeah,
You're wrong. I disagree. Rico, you're wrong.
Hold on. Let him land. Let him go.
Rico, you're wrong. Of course, Big J gonna agree with you. I know Big J very well.
I agree. This is why I agree. Look,
but let me tell you why you're wrong.
Hold on. I'm 45. My firstborn is 28 years old.
Woo.
What do I look like? Right? going to date a woman in her 25. We got nothing in common. There's nothing in common there. That woman ain't gonna wipe my ass when I get old. She's not.
Preach.
You're wrong.
There's
You're
nothing
wrong.
there. Hold
You're
on. Let me land. Okay, well, you keep on messing with them 25-year-old women out there in DR, and you gonna find out real soon.
Listen,
You gonna find out real soon. Don't worry.
I don't mess with nothing in your 30s. No one, no
But
old woman.
let me make my point. Here's my point. And this is you guys made John, Rico, yourself, Easy made some value. I just wanted to add on to what Rico was saying as well. In Dominican Republic, and I talk about the Dominican brothers dealing with their own women. Once a woman hits the age of 27, she might as well be 57.
I agree.
She might as well be 57 because all the wealthy guys in Dominican Republic, they're already married. They already got wifey there. Now they've got their little concubine on the side that they're probably paying for an apartment, and they go and see her twice a week and that. But for the best part, when you look, a lot of the mature women in Dominican Republic are single. And when you really, really talk to them, they want a relationship. They don't even want to use you. Remember, we're dealing with a Catholic country. Do you know it's an embarrassment in Dominican Republic for a woman to be in her mid-30s and not be married? That's an embarrassment in their culture. Now, they don't tell you this. And these are the things brothers have got to find out, because this is the stuff that does give us power over there, where we overstand their culture.
That's true.
Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button. Thanks. Go ahead.
If they found out, half of these mistakes that brothers make, if they found out what I know, what Rico knows, what John knows, and live in it, they wouldn't make half of these mistakes that they make. The matter of fact, they ask, okay, don't get me wrong, Sasua is pay for play. I get it. But remember, you have got brothers on YouTube telling brothers to go to Sasua to find a relationship.
Oh, come on, but John, but
hold on. Let me land the plane. You know this, Easy. You know this. Same thing. We're having a conversation the other day about the whole rental situation. Brothers telling brothers, you can't get no rent in in Puerto Plata for less than $800. Like, man, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. But when you do the research, when you embed yourself into the culture, when you immerse yourself into the culture, you're not going to be running into these surface problems. You're not.
But let me say this. I'm going to say this. There's nothing wrong with a 40-something-year-old man dating a 20-year-old woman. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, there is, you pervert.
No, there's not. Listen. At 20 years old, she can join the military. She can vote. She can do a whole bunch of things.
Easy. Let me ask you a question.
Shout out to Haitian Gummy. Thank you.
Hold on.
Thank you so much, Haitian
And
Gummy.
Easy, I don't want to distract you. Okay, so we're going to assume you're 47.
Assume I'm 44.
Okay, I'm gonna assume, but let's do the mythical 47-year-old man. And you said 20 what?
Let's say she's 21. Let's give her 21.
So a 47-year-old man is okay to date a 21-year-old girl.
A 21-year-old woman.
Okay, woman, girl. Okay, somebody.
She's a woman, Rico. It's a woman. Stop saying you're trying to make it look bad.
Okay.
I know he is.
Okay, so what's the difference between 47 and 21?
Do you know what the difference is?
How many years is what I'm asking?
The difference is
how many years from
a 47. The difference is a 47-year-old man brings something into that 21-year-old life.
Easy. How many?
You don't like that answer though.
Easy.
You don't like that answer. 26 years. 26
years. Okay, that's a whole entire person.
Mm-hmm.
And seriously, right? We're talking about you're dating somebody a whole adult below. So basically, when you were 47, when you were 21, this motherfucker wasn't even born.
That's correct.
I'm just
you started.
No, I'm not making this anything illegal. I'm trying to make the mentality point. So at 47, basically at 21, when you were a 21-year-old man, what you thought about, and this person that wasn't even born didn't think about shit. Now,
but see, that's my point.
But let me hear what I'm saying is now you're 37, and this person might be 10 years old. Do you understand how like the differences in the thought process each time as a man, the maturity level gets up. So by the time you're 47,
But Rico, they said women mature faster than men.
That's right.
That's a lot of rubbish. I'll say this.
All I'm saying is this: if they can join the military and die for their country, then why can't they? I don't believe in that.
Let me say. Can I say something? Can I say something? Can I say something?
One second, Jay.
Sorry.
No, I'm be done. I'm not talking about somebody 47 fucking somebody 21. I'm saying somebody 47 shouldn't have nothing the fuck to talk to. I couldn't imagine at 47 talking to anybody 21. It's just,
why not? Are you crazy?
Let me tell you this easy. I'm 58.
And you from Mississippi, right?
No, I'm from Maryland. I'm not from outside DC. Let me tell you this. Let me be clear. I could fuck a 21-year-old.
Okay.
There's nothing we can talk about. Nothing.
Yes. That's what I was gonna say.
You listen.
There's nothing.
You're wrong. You're all the way wrong, brother.
No, there's
you're wrong.
nothing we can talk about.
You're wrong.
There's nothing. All I'm saying is this: is that like seriously, in all honesty, it does matter on the maturity level and how you communicate with people. I'm not telling you not to sit there and to. But when older men date younger women, they date them for a specific reason. Sexually. That's it.
R. Kelly got caught up for that.
That's not true.
I don't think
excuse me. So let me ask you a question. What older man dates a younger woman for her conversation?
But see,
I just want to talk to this bitch.
Okay, you're not gonna let me answer. If you're gonna let me answer, I'll answer, Rico.
Go ahead.
I'll give you the answers because I got the answers. Let me give you the answers. The answer is this: older man dates younger woman because older men like younger women because they are attractive usually. They have the youth. They might want to start a family. Let me finish. They might want to start a family. Also, they wouldn't just date any younger woman. See, that's the part you're not getting.
But
you think all younger women.
You still haven't answered. Yes, she's younger. She can have kids. I get that.
Listen,
you probably can't. But go ahead. Tell me why is this old man
hold up?
dating this younger woman?
Hold up. I gotta send a shout out to my super chat. Rick James, thank you so much, brother. I'm with Jay. Don't let them demonize your preference. I date girls in the 20s.
He's got it wrong. That must be Rawlins. That weren't Jay talking, my brother Rick James. That was Rawlins. I disagree with the whole dating.
Yeah, Rick, you with me. You with me, Rick. Listen, let me say this. Let me say this. All right, Rico. Let's move, Rico. Listen, let me say this. Even in America, you have older men who used to be considered heads of industries, men who are CEOs, CFOs in the business world. They're not looking for an older woman.
Okay, but why?
Let me finish. I'm not finished. I'm about to give you an example. A man could be working at Chase Bank and start as a teller and move all the way up to branch manager. From branch manager, he moved to a corporate position. Let's say that takes about 20 years. Let's say he started working there when he was 18. So right now he might be 38 or 42, let's say. He meets a woman who is in law school. That woman in law school, maybe she's 21, maybe. And boom, next thing you know, it's something special. That happens.
Hey, that
happens.
I totally agree with you.
Hold up, John.
And we're gonna let the sister.
But he didn't answer my question. My question is this. Again, I just want to know one answer. Why is someone 47 to damn near 50 dating someone? So you're saying it's just physical, it's sexual.
But I didn't say that. You said that.
He didn't say nothing about that.
I'm asking.
I did. I'm going to answer him. John, let me answer him. Can I answer him, John?
Go ahead.
I want Rico, get your pen and paper out.
Okay.
Part of it is that it may be part of it is that she's younger. She's more how do you say? She's more palatable. She can be helped along better. She's younger, so she's in her birth given years. A man of that stature may not want an old woman.
Okay, that's fair. I agree.
Look at what's the billionaire name? The black dude, Robert Smith.
Robert Smith.
Billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
His second wife is younger than his first wife.
I agree. Michael Jordan's second wife is younger than his first wife. I agree.
Yeah, exactly. So there's nothing new there. And the fact that she's in her 20s is good. You could train her.
No. No. All I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is they're marrying for a specific reason, which I don't disagree with you. What I'm saying is the specificity of that reason is physical. They want to fuck them. They're not wanting to talk to them.
There's more than one reason they marry her. That's only one reason.
Listen,
don't try to explain that to me. Rico, pause for a second.
I have to agree with Rico there. I have to agree with Rico.
All right, well, I'm on easy side with that. Let's let the sister.
Of course you are. You old dirty fucker.
Shut up. Okay, Lee.
Amen.
Hey, listen. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel, sister. I never can get your name right. Was it Knives on the Daily?
Nev on the
fresh drink. I'll be right back.
Nev. Okay, Nev. Thank you so much. Go ahead. You got the floor, sister. Go ahead.
Okay, so I came to America in 2008 from Jamaica.
Okay.
And then I was like 22. And then I met my husband. He's 10 years older than me.
Where's he from?
He's American.
Okay, so you married an American guy. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, and he the one who gave me my green card.
Are y'all still together today?
Yes.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
4 kids.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Walk on. Hold on one second. Thanks for the super chat, brother. I'm 39 and I ain't dating women under 29. They be taking pictures of themselves all day and watching TikTok. Hell no. So yeah, I agree with that. Hey, let me ask you this, sister, real quick. Since we got another sister on the panel, what made your relationship so strong? How did you know that he was the right one for you?
Well, he at first, how I met him was he helped me move into my apartment.
Okay.
And he was kind, very kind, the kindest person I've met, as in man, my parents and stuff kind, but he was kind. And after dating and stuff, we communicate a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, communication is the key.
So you were
John, she's lying, John. She made him that Jamaican food and he's like, hell yeah, when we getting married. That's what happened. She lying.
We got married 2 months after we met.
Go ahead.
You see? 2 months. You hear that, John? It was the cooking. I told you.
In 2 months.
Yes.
That's all.
2 months.
That tells you
2
right
months.
There. Easy, and Big J.
2 months.
That tells you right there that Nicole wasn't wrong. They have relationships. People get married in a month or 2 months, and they live happily ever after. And we see that with Miss Daly right here.
But that's not the majority of the time. That's like fire. What they say? Fire in a bottle.
Yeah, but guess what? I've seen a lot of older men date younger girls, especially in my country, and they just get them for the green card. And when they get here, sometimes they don't even meet them at the airport.
Sibu,
Go on, go near my mouth. Yes.
Y'all talking some language. I don't understand what y'all saying.
Yeah.
So no, thank you, but sister, thank you so much for always being a part of the channel and being. I love when we have women on here. We don't bash women. We don't do none of that. And I thank you so much. You can come on the panel anytime you want to.
Thank you. And I missed Rico.
Rico, Yeah, I don't know. He probably him and his wife might be busting him across the head with a stick right now. I hope. Yeah. So, but you can stay on for a second. I got to get to some of these questions and these super chats, but stay on. You can stay on. Rick James says younger women are easier to deal with. Can give you a family, less drama, and from previous dating, less bodies. They will follow your lead.
Amen.
I agree with that also. I agree.
Amen.
I want to hear Big J's opinion on that. Big J.
Right, let me just read this. Right. Younger women are easier to deal with. Rubbish.
Fine.
Can give you a family. I've got a family. I've got 4 daughters, so don't need no family. Less drama. No. Less bodies. Well, no woman was born to really give you their body, so I don't agree with that. Nah.
You don't agree with none of that. You don't agree with none
John,
of that.
I don't agree with none of that. But
Big
I
J
respect
got
the
some
brother's.
problems.
I respect the brother's opinion, but I don't agree with that.
Yo, John, I've been knowing Big J for about 3-4 years now.
More than
Big
that.
J.
That's an insult. 3 years.
We can't tell him how long. We don't want to make ourselves sound old. It's been about 5 or 6.
Cool.
But this is just something him and I go back and forth on our own.
Mm-hmm.
I can't dig no old woman. I need me a younger woman. And I agree with what the brother is saying. I will say this. It depends on your preference. But what I find is older women are stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
Easy.
And
easy.
Old school men like you, John, and me, we're different.
No. John's got himself a Madora. Don't try to include John into your... No.
But listen,
no.
John got himself a special woman.
I do.
If you listen to the stories, and I pieced it together from the different things you said about Domingo over time, and then seeing how y'all interact.
Calm down, easy. There you go.
There we go. That's my dude right there.
Miss Daly wanted to say hey to you, Rico. But anyway, go ahead, Easy.
Hey,
Easy.
How you doing, beautiful?
Listen,
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm another day above ground. Every day above ground is a good day.
I love watching you on the show.
Thank you.
Don't pump his head up.
I try to behave, but you see what I'm dealing with, right? I'm dealing up here with these rascals.
Yes, and I'm always on your side, Rico.
Thank you. I keep trying to tell them.
this guy here. Please don't do it to him. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a man who wants an older woman or want a woman older than him. That's not the way most of the world is. Men want younger women. That's the way God made it. That's natural.
Easy.
Get his ass, Jay. Get his ass.
Easy. What you need to do, you need to come with me to La Serena on a good day, right? And see what them abuelas are getting into. Once you see them Dominican abuelas, you'll change your mind. You'll change your mind.
The only abuelas I deal with are saying, hello, how you doing? I love your granddaughter. Me love your granddaughter. Me amor tu granddaughter. Tu Nina. No.
I'm going to be honest with you. And I will say this. I get it because, let's face it, come on now. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that, like, when I go there, that there's not a lot of young, beautiful women throwing themselves at. And that's very appealing. That's hard to fight against. But what I'm saying is, as a person, you got to ask yourself, okay, what is your long haul? So if I'm in my 20s and I'm with somebody in their 20s, that's a good thing. But if I'm in my 50s, I'm asking myself, like, okay, so even though you can get you can go over there and you can be in your 50s and you can get a beautiful 20-year-old girl, right? But this is what I'm gonna tell you this. A 20-year-old Dominican girl is the same as a 20-year-old American girl. So you're in New York, right? Easy. And you 45. Yeah. Are you going to do it with a 20-year-old New York girl?
Yeah. I don't want no old woman.
Let me ask you this. Are you prepared to deal with all the immature bullshit that's going to come with that woman? Because you know.
Rico, you must be.
Ask you a serious question.
I'm about to answer you if you let me.
It's very
Rico,
go ahead.
You know how much bullshit comes with a 40-year-old woman?
I think a lot less than a 20-year-old when you fuck.
You'd be surprised. All the baggage they got, the rules they have. My last man did this. My ex-husband did this.
So,
my kids need that. No, I don't want to hear that.
Okay, so
and she's 40 years old. Her knees as bad as mine. I don't want to hear that.
Let me ask you this though, Easy. You're 45, right?
Yeah.
So 20 years ago, you were 20. 20 years ago, you were 20. You know you can't be that anymore. Like you can fit, because basically what I would say to a 45-year-old man, if you dating a 20-year-old girl, whether it's in the U.S., DR, Israel.
Wait, Rico, we got a sister. We got a sister on the panel. I want to get her opinion on date. What do you think about a man dating a young girl?
This is so funny.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I have a bunch
I really
of
want to hear this from a
running
sister.
around.
And what do you think about that?
Huh?
So,
Oh, is it?
when you date a woman that's close to your age, it more will work out. Just like with John.
Why do you say that? What's wrong with a young woman dating an older man? Can it work?
It might work, but he'll get cheated on a lot.
What?
Listen, that's not true. It depends on the woman. You got women dating men the same age and they still cheat. You got women who are dating men who pay every bill and the woman still cheats.
I know.
So
what things in common would an older man have with a young girl?
There's a lot of things they can have in common. Sports, conversation.
In your niece.
Oh, listen. You see, y'all say this because y'all don't agree with it. Y'all know for a fact there's a lot of things that people have in common.
Okay.
Who are of different ages.
They both can listen to Lil Boosie.
Hold on.
I like Little Boosie.
Easy. Let me ask you a question. Are you still in them same clubs that you was bumping when you was 20?
Uh-oh.
No, I was in the Navy. I never really been a club person, but okay. I'm not.
Okay. You never been a club person. Then you 45. Then you done met this little 20-year-old baddie. And guess what? She's trying to bump the clubs every weekend.
Bro, if she want to go to the club, let her go to the club. But I know how to. See, but this is the thing, though.
Are you gonna go with
Rico? More than likely not. Probably not.
Right. Because y'all
more than likely not.
Because and the reason being is because y'all at two different places in your life is what I'm saying.
No, Rico, you act like every 20-year-old wants to go to the club. That's just not true.
I'm not saying every 20-year-old. I'm just saying that it's likely because I know when I was 20, shit, I tried to burn every motherfucking club up. So that's how I think about it. Like I see what you're saying. I knew my 20-year-old self. And I knew when I was in the club in the 20s, I was in there with a bunch of 20-year-old girls. So I'm going to think any 20-year-old, that's a natural place for them to be because in my 20s, that's what I was doing. When I got to age, like you said, at 45, I was like, nah, I'm done with that shit. That shit is behind me. So for me to date somebody in their 20s, they're going to be like, all you want to do is stay at home and watch TV or do this or do that. But I'm going to be like, all you want to do is go to the club. Right.
But I agree with Patrick. This is what Patrick's trying to say. Why can't Rico accept and respect this man's preference?
Thank you. Thank you.
I can accept. I don't.
Thank you.
At what?
And listen, Rico, when you think about it this way, I could always have my wife come over there and help you walk up the stairs. Listen, John, I got everybody. I had a good time, and I always learn something new. I gotta go, but I want to say one last thing.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
I got Earl Spence to beat Crawford, and AJ. I think AJ might be washed. Watch this. Is AJ
Hold on. This is the same guy that was Bud this, Bud that, the biggest Bud fan ever. Now you want Spence to win.
Spence is going to win. I just have to go with what's what. Spence
man,
is
you're
going
worse
to beat
than
Crawford.
Junior, man.
All
Get
right,
off that thing.
Listen, John, on this channel, I'm gonna say it. Earl Spence is going to stop Crawford. Crawford's not going to see the last round.
All right, this Sunday. All right, so next Sunday we're gonna see who's right and wrong.
There you go. All right, y'all. Thank you. Later.
All right, easy. Be
Thanks,
good,
man.
bro.
Easy. Blessings, man.
Yeah.
Blessings,
Bye
easy.
bye.
Hey,
Great
Big J,
conversation.
man. Yeah, go ahead, brother, because I really want to hear some more from you.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I just follow on the chat because I know Easy just finished, so I'm just following the chat really.
I'll just say this
Yeah.
again. Like I said,
Yeah.
I want to clear this up. I don't have no problem with Easy's preference. If you're an older man and you want a younger woman, by all means, God bless you. But what we started with the conversation was that the vast majority of older men with younger women in the DR are getting what, Jay?
Sorry, repeat that again, Rico. Sorry.
The majority of much older men
Yeah.
dating much younger women. How is that shit turning out?
To answer that question, and you see, hold on, let me just turn down this fan 1 minute because
That's all I'm just sitting there saying. I'm like, okay, you
That's
50,
everywhere,
she's
though, Rico.
20.
That's everywhere. That's
No,
everywhere.
but literally, what I'm saying is, if you're 50 and you're 20, and she's 20, or you're 50 as a woman and he's 20, overwhelmingly, how are those situations turning out in the long run?
so in Dominican Republic, I mean, you know, especially when you go Santo Domingo, you see a lot of older Dominican men dating younger chicks. And it's going back to what you were saying, Rico. The reason why they're doing that is because of the sex. They are getting sex out of it. They're putting that young lady through college, paying for her apartment and so forth. And that's the only reason why. Now, I'm not saying that for every guy out there why he's dating that. For me personally, like you said, Rico, yeah, you can sleep with them, blah, blah, blah. As in a relationship, me, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can never see myself as a 45-year-old man getting into a relationship with a 21-year-old young lady. No, it just wouldn't make no sense.
You don't think that person is stupid or dumb for doing it?
No, it's nothing to do with that. It's just that where I'm at in my life.
Right.
No, it doesn't. It can't work.
And
It can't work.
But what we will say is this: is that you can't cry if later on you find out she just used you for your fucking money. What are you crying?
You can't cry about that. You can't.
Everybody,
What are you crying for?
Everybody, though.
But my whole point is that what I will say is that, like, I would say if you're a 45-year-old man and you're dating a 40-year-old Dominican woman, I think you have a more valid complaint to say that I believe she loved me, because you're 45 and she's 40.
Right.
But if you're 45 and she's 20, everybody gonna look like, you thought what? Nigga, please.
So what you saying is, if me and Domingo separated tomorrow, you would
no.
You wouldn't be calling me a stupid motherfucking.
No, I wouldn't call you that with you and Domingo because y'all are closer in age.
Okay.
But if Domingo was 20, yeah, I would call you every stupid motherfucker in the book. I'm just saying, because you guys are closer in age is what we're saying. And what Easy is arguing is the opposite. That, like, if you 45, it's okay to be with a 20-year-old. And it's like, bruh.
And to add on to what Rico's saying as well, because I don't know the age of John's wife. So I'm presuming that she's in her 40s.
Yeah.
42.
So, like, I'm 45.
Yeah. They both in their 40s.
My lady, she's 36. So, like I said, in terms, what people don't know is that I'm not saying the women that are older in Dominican Republic, it's harder for them to get into any relationship because a lot of the Dominican men want the younger models.
Right.
Even Domingo will tell you that. Your own wife will tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's hard. That's why there's so much.
I believe you're right, brother. You're right. But I believe most of those guys, they didn't have nothing in the beginning. Like they didn't have the 8s and the 9s and the super.
This you talk about the brothers back home in America and in Europe. Of course, they didn't have that. That's why they lose their marbles when they come to Dominican Republic. That's why they're willing. When you ask these brothers, so hold on a minute, are you willing to go into a full-time relationship with a prostitute in America or Europe? No, I wouldn't do that. Okay, but you're willing to do that in Dominican Republic and not give a shit about it. I mean, I saw a brother put a comment, oh, these brothers are not telling you to get in a relationship with prostitutes. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they would,
yes, they are.
But they're
yes, they are.
But Rico is right about one thing. Rico said this earlier. Rico said they don't have the money to provide for those women in the United States, and I agree with him because the women in the United States, they want $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month. The women in the Dominican Republic in Cuba or wherever it is in the third world country,
$200 a month, you good.
$150 a month, that's your boo boo.
You good.
Yeah, so
you good.
You know, so that's what they have to understand, that these women, they will just take that. And I get so many calls, and I love talking to people, and I would never say anybody's name, the people that call me, because I'm disabled and I like talking to people. But I get so many people to say, hey, man, I really love this girl, and they'll send me a picture of her. And I was like, man, she's beautiful. She's a 8, she's a 9, she's a 10. How old are you? Oh, ma'am, I'm 46 years old. And
exactly.
20
batting above their age.
Yeah, And
they're batting above their grade. A lot of dudes do. You're not in shape. You know, you're not in shape. You're not looking after yourself. You can't walk. You see it in Port Plata. You see half of these dudes. They're like 300 plus pounds. They can't even walk 2 blocks. The whole of their ankles are swollen up. They're riddled with diabetes, and they're with this 18-year-old skinny little mini. And you're thinking, bruh, okay, I understand. Maybe you're on your way out. You want to live your best life. I always say, live your best life, but be realistic about it. If you are a 400 plus balding guy riddled with diabetes, and you just want to live your years out, you know, banging a 22-year-old,
God bless you.
But but make sure it's the truth you're living. Make sure it's just that.
And John, what he said is exactly what fucking Manuel said. If it doesn't match up, it doesn't make sense. So again, if you know you don't match with your mate, enjoy your time. I'm like, hey, have fun.
And you're not just talking about Sosua. We're talking about
anywhere.
Anywhere. But the problem is, John, here's the problem, John, and brothers won't admit it. A lot of so I'm going to give you an example. I'm just going to give you a little example. I'm not going to name none. I'm going to give you an example. So I had a friend that was on YouTube. He's off YouTube now. His channel's still there, but doesn't do it. He lives in Maranata. Anyway, cut the story short. I was trying to tell brothers from time, look, that whole Sosua pay for play, come out of there, leave there, venture out, you know, go to different places, you know, talk to women, even if your Spanish is not great, talk to women, make an effort. These dudes are scared to talk to women. Anyway, so let me make my point. We was in Sosua, we left Sosua, went back to my friend's house. He lives in Maranata. We were all chilling. So I turned around and looked at my other friend, and he felt very uncomfortable. We was at a bar. So I'm like, yo, you good? He's like, I just want to get back to Sosua. So I'm like, why do you want to go back there for? Like, we good in Maranata. You know, we're in a bar. There was some beautiful women there. I said, yo, let's go and talk to them. No. I'm like, why? Because they're not coming up to you, grabbing your chest, grabbing your balls, telling you puppy this, puppy that. And he actually left. He actually left because why? Because he saw. I tried to tell him, look, this is not how real Dominican women behave.
That's right.
You know, we want to talk about the Matrix, I've been saying it from day one. I've got nothing against Sasua, but people need to understand Sasua is the Matrix. It's make believe. It's fantasy land.
Right. That's right.
That's not how a real Dominican woman is going to carry herself.
Right.
Not at all.
But
And some brothers find it hard to come out
thing
of
that
that.
gets me, Jay, is I get
Yes.
frustrated. Is I'm always telling them, I'm like, these motherfuckers are always talking about the Matrix, the Matrix, the Matrix. I'm like, motherfucker, when you go to the DR, you still in the Matrix. It's still the Matrix. When you go to Thailand, it's still the Matrix. You're not in America. You're not in the UK. You're in a different country. I get it. But this concept that you guys keep preaching, like you're free. No, you're not free, because this is the literal conversation that I had. I said, let me explain something to y'all. Oh, you go to DR. You know what I tell them? I'm like, you do understand that the DR is owned by America? You do understand that, right? So no matter what you think or you believe about going to the Dominican Republic and being free of the Matrix, the Dominican Republic is part of the Matrix. We own that too.
You know what?
We own that shit too.
Let me
so
say
when
this.
Everybody pushes this narrative about going there and you're free. No, you're not.
They have this guy, and they have two guys that I know. They do their thing. You know what these guys do? Rico, you're right. They never been in the military. They wear military jackets in the Dominican Republic everywhere they go. I got two guys that I know. They wear military jackets everywhere they go. They don't have no problems at all. They get all the women, and they say, man, I'm like a king. For some reason, Dominicans respect ex-military people.
They expect authority. Once you got authority in Dominican Republic, that's it. They respect authority. That's why they like to say, oh, mi jefe, mi jefa. They respect authority. Authority goes a long way there. Yes, it's that authority.
But the concept of believing that I left America, I don't have to worry about America. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers do understand that the DR is a quasi colony of the US. Basically, the US. So every time, like, here's the perfect example I always tell them, Jay. It's like, I'm like, they're always like, oh, y'all don't understand Haiti. I was like, wait a minute, why y'all so mad at Haiti, but y'all not mad at the US?
See, you pissing people.
And literally, they'll be like, why? I was like, well, Haiti invaded y'all once. The US invaded y'all twice. And we'll invade you motherfuckers again tomorrow if need be.
Rico, you got some. I know you love. Listen, I know you love Dominican people. I know you love the Dominican Republic, but that's why people get on your ass sometimes.
Right.
Look, how does the U.S. own the DR? That is
money.
The DR is the sovereign state. Come on,
there's
now.
Nothing sovereign about it.
All right.
There's nothing sovereign about Puerto Rico. There's nothing sovereign about Guam. The literal reality is if, and again, and like Haitian said, I agree. So when Dominicans cry about the Haitians coming and taking them, I agree with that. But I was like, but y'all don't have that smoke for Spain, and you don't have that smoke for the US. And let me tell you this, the US invaded this motherfucking island twice. The last time they invaded was in 1965 with the 82nd Airborne. And if need be, they will invade that motherfucker tomorrow and will smack you motherfuckers into submission. You are not as sovereign as you think you are. You are old. And
that's like saying Jamaica's independent of Britain. That's just a joke. They ain't got no bloody independence from England.
It is because you are
people get offended by that though, Rico.
And of course they get offended by it. And I'm not saying it to demean them in any way, but all I'm saying is like I always get frustrated because I'm like, I get it. You guys will say your history with Haiti, and I accept that. But what about what about the issue of in 1965, the 82nd Airborne came here to the DR and they killed 3,000 Dominicans.
I remember that. I heard.
So you don't remember shit. You motherfuckers didn't do nothing.
I'm talking about I read the damn story.
And guess what? Y'all did it with the tacit approval of fucking Trujillo, who said, okay, come and invade, boom, 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 boom. and they invaded before that. So they invaded twice. So why don't y'all hate them?
Right.
Why don't y'all hate the Spaniards? Literally, you don't. So all I'm saying is I'm not mad or I'm confused about why it is. My issue is, or me trying to get understanding is, every time they always have an explanation or an excuse as to why things are one way, but they can't understand why things are another way. So what I was sitting there and say is this: I sit back every day and I say, I love looking at the young Dominicans who are starting to embrace and accept it. Basically, the DR went through a long history of anti-blackness through Trujilloism and so forth. If anybody is not tapped into African Dominican page, African Dominican, please drop your fucking link in the.
I got it right here, Rico.
She's done some great interviews with Pastor Jen. She's speaking on it. She's telling the truth. And unfortunately, I love the Dominican Republic, but at the end of the day, it is a lack of fucking education. And the young Dominicans that I look at going forward, you know, when I'm dead and gone, they're speaking out against.
But let me say this. Let me say this, Jay.
He can call it propaganda. He can call it whatever he wants.
Do you believe it's disrespectful to say?
Prove to me that they don't. Prove to me that they don't.
I don't think it is. Do you know why? Because England own America. But you see, people will be like, no, they don't. But just do the history. Do the history.
Jay,
do the history.
Here's the perfect example. This is what I always get, and I told you. And they'll sit there and be like, if you don't like the DR, leave. And you know what I always tell a motherfucker, Jay? I got a fucking I got a deed to Dominican property. Where's yours? Because literally like 90% of Dominicans don't own shit. They own nothing. They're renters. So literally, my point is, why are you telling me to leave when I bought and I own land? Just like you do, Jay, right? You own land in the DR.
Yes, sir.
So how the fuck do they tell you to leave? Like, I'm more literally. My question is this, Jay. I tell them all the time, I'm more Dominican than you are because I own shit. You motherfuckers don't. How you gonna tell me to leave a country that I own a part of, and you don't? You born into fucking abject poverty. You born into a place where they don't even recognize you because you're so fucking poor.
But Rico, it's different. Let me tell you why. You cannot. It's different. You can't hang up. I can't hang up an American flag out here in the front. But you can. You can go to America. You can hang up a Dominican flag. You can hang up a Puerto Rican.
There you go. But there you go. And that's the beauty, because I told you that also.
They would get upset. They would get upset if I put an American flag on the front of my apartment.
So Jay, let me ask you a question.
Really? What, the Dominicans will?
Yeah.
And let me ask you a question, Jay. So here it is, right? I'm an American. I bought property in the DR. I can't hang an American flag. Not that I would, because fuck America. Even though I'm an American, that's how I feel about it, right? But here's the beautiful of it is that why do they get to come to America and they hang their flag?
Yeah,
why answer me this? Why is there a Dominican Day parade in New York City every year? I'm still waiting for the American Day parade anywhere in the country.
Where? In the Dominican Republic?
Anywhere. Where is the American Day parade? Someone tell me.
So is Juan Carlos right? Are you saying Rico saying that American pulls all
Where
the
is the American Day Parade
forget
in
the damn
anywhere?
parade. They got the gay. They got the gay parade here every year.
Excuse me. Stop. Where is the American? Because every year, New York City, Chicago, DC, they all do Dominican Day.
Right.
I can't answer that question. I'm not an American, so that's for you to answer, John.
Let me ask you a question. Where is the English Day Parade? Anywhere in England?
St. George's Day. St. George's Day. We have one. St. George's Day.
St. George's Day. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so y'all do St. George's Day in England, right?
Yeah. I don't celebrate it though, but yeah, they have St. George's Day.
Question. Yeah. Where in the DR do they do an English Day Parade?
I've never heard one.
Anywhere.
What's your point?
Never heard
What's
one.
your damn point? What's your point?
Anywhere. My point is that we will celebrate diversity in our countries, but they do not celebrate diversity in their countries.
Because we are more loving and caring toward every country.
So they're less loving.
You can't change the Dominican Republic the way
I'm not saying to change it. I'm just saying. So you're saying they're less loving and caring.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's just the way Dominicans think. That's all they think. If I put a flag out there in 2 or 3 days, they're gonna snatch that American flag down and it's gonna be on the ground. It's gonna be in the trash. I know that.
So anybody else that thinks I'm disrespectful.
But would you want, so question to you, Rico, would you want the DR to be, I mean, in your case, Americanized? Because I know for me, I wouldn't want no sort of anything to do with Britain in Dominican Republic.
It's not an issue.
Okay.
It's not an issue about them being American.
Right.
It's an issue about literally what bothers me is literally in every space I go into. And especially like a lot of times, like I deal in spaces where, and John knows, they'll be like, oh, is the DR racist? And I'll give an honest opinion. Like, yeah, they deal with, they're racist like everybody is.
Is it very, okay, but you see, and I've heard this.
Listen, it's both. It's both. So when
I've heard this before,
right?
Because how can Dominicans be racist? Because number one, being Dominican is not a race. So is it a thing that they are uneducated and it's a colorism issue within the black? Okay, because I've had a black American look me in my face and tell me, oh, Big J, hold on, let me land. Oh, Big J, you wouldn't know anything about slavery because your people weren't enslaved. And I said, I beg your pardon. I'm like, slavery started in Jamaica before it even touched the shores of the United States of America. I had to educate him on it.
Right, Yogi just stupid.
You know, my people, I ain't even gonna say my people because my people are black people. My people are from Australia. My people are from America. My people are from the Caribbean islands. My people are from South America, people of color. So I had to educate him on that. So when I do hear this thing of Dominicans, no, these are people that white supremacy has worked their magic in Dominican Republic. You just go into Zona Colonial. You see a big statue of Christopher Columbus. I had to explain to my wife who Christopher Columbus was, what he did. I said, why haven't you got a Taino chief standing in Santo Domingo? Because that is your people. This guy was a rapist. This guy was a murderer.
Exactly.
Right? He's nothing to be celebrated. She told me, oh, we were taught that he was a great man. I said, there was nothing great about him.
Uneducated.
There was nothing great about him.
And you don't know any better. Exactly.
And she didn't know any better.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're uneducated.
Let me speak on the racism thing. I have never been racially profiled in the Dominican Republic.
So what?
Damn,
Go ahead. So what? Go ahead.
I have
So
never
what?
been racist. The only thing that's racist over here, I think the mosquitoes, because the
No,
mosquitoes.
everything about it
No,
is racist.
no,
So what?
no.
So
I-
what? You wasn't.
let me
So
finish.
fucking what?
Let me finish.
Go ahead, spit your shit, but I'm about to cut your fucking head off. So what? Be careful.
I see the Dominicans, police officers. I see them snatching up Haitians. I see them doing certain things. I see these restaurants got all light-skinned elder barge,
Right.
and the second Michael Jackson when he got bleached, and the Sammy Sosa bleach. We see with the green eyes. We see that at the casinos and all of that stuff. I see it. I see all the dark skin.
So, John, just a quick question to interject, not to stop your wisdom. So, are you saying the Dominicans that are stopping the Haitians or abusing the Haitians, are you saying that's a form of racism? Or is that tribalism?
I just see that they stop them all the time. And
right, okay.
Maybe, and you know what? And I'm going to say this.
Right.
Let me break it down. The Haitians, let me finish, Rico. The Haitians are they are picking these Haitians up because they are illegal. If we can do that in the United States also. We can pick up all the Mexicans that's illegal.
You know how stupid you sound?
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
What if in the United States they just start getting paddy wagons, because they got paddy wagons all around here, and they put Haitians in the paddy wagon and they drive back to Haiti. I see it. I see it all the time.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
What if they did that in the United States? Is that wrong? I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's
wrong. Let me tell you why.
No, but let me finish. It's not
keep
wrong.
Keep begging. Go ahead.
If you are illegal immigrant. You came down here to the United States or to the Dominican Republic illegally. You have the right, because this is your country, the Dominican Republic, to pick them people up and drop them back off.
Okay,
they pick up thousands of people every single day and take them back to Haiti.
Are you done?
That don't have nothing to do with racism. I just see it all.
Nigga, are you done so I can educate your slow ass?
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's the question, Jay. Right?
Go ahead.
Me, you, and John, all three of us walking down the street. You the darkest motherfucking nigga out the three of us.
We ain't talking about dark skin.
Stop. Shut up. They stopped you and they asked you for your papers. Is that racism?
No, that's tribal. Hold on to ask him.
No, it's not.
Hold on.
It's not.
Right. You're talking about if me, you, John, are walking down the street, and the Dominican police stop me,
and they ask you, not me or John.
Okay, yeah.
That's not racism.
No, that's not racism. That's tribalism.
Not
the reason why I explain because my phenotype is West African, which is more relatable to Haitians.
Quiet. Go ahead.
Right? Remember, listen, I always say this week, I'm going to put this to you. I had a discussion with a Dominican, and a Dominican done the same thing to me. Me no black. I said, listen, don't worry about what I think of you. The oppressor will tell you who you are. Because when your ass gets to Spain, which they consider your motherland, they're going to tell you who you are. They're going to tell you straight. You ain't Spanish. You ain't nothing to do with us.
But Jay,
you're over there.
Jay, let me ask you a question.
And hold on, let me just land this plane.
Go ahead.
I'm in Europe, right? Do you know right now how many Dominicans are running away from Spain to London?
Yep.
I'm talking about Rico. I'm talking about truckloads. I'm talking about the point where
after coronavirus.
Rico, I'm telling you, I'm talking to the point, Rico, where my mother lives. I'm walking down. I'm gone to visit my mum. I'm going to the shop. I'm walking. I'm like, hold on a minute. Why do these people look Dominican? I'm recognizing the language. And I'm asking you, Dominican, yeah. We just come from Spain 2 weeks ago. Why? Oh, Spain, muy racista. Spain, more racista. That's all they are saying.
Listen.
So I say to them, hold on, let me just land this plane.
Go
So I'm saying to them, oh, so you've been handed your Negro card. It took for the oppressor to tell you who you are. Yeah, see. So they've been handed their card. And this is a lot of them, Rico. I mean, obviously, we haven't got as much as what New York or America's got, but it is being flooded with a lot of Dominicans running away from Spain.
But let me just say this, okay? I asked you specifically, me, you, and John. Each of the three of us, we're all black, but phenotypically we all look different.
You blacker than me, Rico.
Okay, I'm blacker than you, Negro. But
it look like Big J dark blacker than
well, you shut the fuck up for a minute for this experiment, right? Okay, but phenotypically, each of us look different. And we're talking about sight on scene. Sight on scene, Dominican immigration. Why do they identify you as more of a problem than me or John?
He answered
that. It's not. Hold on.
Because he said the first thing he said.
Oh my God!
The way he looked.
Again, that's my whole fucking point. This is what a definition of racism is.
No, it's not racism.
How is it? Stop.
It's not racism, Rico. It's a colorism. Rico. Okay. Let me just say something. Okay, Rico, in Jamaica. Hold on. No, I'm gonna let you land, Rico. I just want to make this clear.
Okay.
If me, you, and John are in Jamaica, say we were all three of us were brought up in Jamaica, born and bred in Jamaica, right? John, and we all went for a job at the bank. John is going to get the job first because of because he's light. Exactly. It's a miseducation. Remember, we have been programmed to hate ourselves. It goes back from Jim Crow, all your history in America. We have been taught to hate ourselves. So when you've got Trujillo, which is, I believe his mother was Haitian or his grandmother was Haitian.
Grandmother, somebody
was Haitian, right? And this guy was putting powder on his face to look white, to lighten his skin.
Yes,
that tells us all we need.
Okay, let me cut in. Okay,
Rico, I have to cut in right now. Go ahead. Let me say this. He is right. Big J is right. You keep talking about racism and all of that stuff. You take a Mexican, if they just started rounding up Mexicans tomorrow in the United States, they gonna see that, because you Mexicans look different. They spread out a little bit more. They're a little wider, and they got rounder heads. I love Mexican people, but they got rounder heads. They look different. So
phenotype,
you cannot sit there and tell me Haitians look different. So Dominicans have the right to say, hey, that guy looks Haitian. Let me pull him over. Let me see if he's illegal. If he's illegal, I'm gonna put him in the paddy wagon and take him back to Haiti. Take that same example, take that same energy and move it to the United States. We could do the same thing. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with it, because that's the law and they are illegal. But hey, I'm the biggest person to talk about racism. I can't stand racism.
Okay. All right. Are both of you guys done? And y'all?
I'm done.
But you both are going to have to let me finish.
Right.
Because it is very difficult to educate y'all if y'all are being stuck on cutting me off. Okay.
Listen to the person, the cut off person.
Radio. Let me start with this. Okay. Colorism is a real thing in the DR.
Mm-hmm. And America and Jamaica and the whole wide world with black people.
Absolutely. Brazil,
Yeah.
Colombia,
Uh-huh.
Panama, Costa Rica,
Yeah.
everywhere, Thailand, Asian countries, even
Yeah.
in Africa. Colorism and skin bleaching, India,
Yeah.
is real shit.
Facts.
So
Yeah.
I am well versed in colorism.
Right.
Colorism is some real shit.
Haitian
The
guns
caste
is right.
system, be
Right.
quiet. The caste system exists
Yeah.
all over the world, even in
Brown
Africa,
paper bag.
even in
Yep.
India, even in
Mhm.
Thailand. The darker you are, the more your motherfucking black ass is at the bottom, and the lighter you are, the more you're at the top.
Mhm.
No matter where the fuck you are,
Mhm.
colorism is not the issue. Okay?
What's the issue?
I don't disagree with the issues around colorism because we all know and accept that it exists. But what I'm saying is this, is that it is unbelievable that you guys will say that in the DR, they classify it as colorism, even if basically what they're doing in the DR is they're calling almost blatant racism colorism. They'll ascribe it as that. Basically, they don't want to say we're racist, but they'll say we're colorist. Even if racism is the thing that exists. So when we look at, okay, television, when we look at things like healthcare, when you look at things like you always talk about, John, like the restaurants. It's like, I'm like, these are obvious instances of racism. Basically, they are not putting dark skin or anybody even remotely dark skin in front facing positions.
Why?
They'll say, and what they'll say is they'll say, oh, it's classism.
Why is that? Why is that?
Let me finish, sir. They'll say, oh, it's that she's lower class. But the lower class are always the darker skinned.
Go ahead.
And it's factually true.
Yeah.
All throughout the DR.
I agree.
All throughout the Dominican Republic. The people that are the less educated, the people who have the less of everything, they are darker skinned. That's not fucking accidental. That is on purpose. It is on purpose why people who have lower education, people who have lower socioeconomic situation, they are fucking at the bottom. You don't see those high red bone, high yellow motherfuckers at the bottom in the back washing dishes, cleaning houses. You don't see them high red bones cleaning motherfucking house. You see them
sometimes in the DR you do, but I hear you. I'm following you.
At what percentage? Like 10%?
It's very low. It's very low. It's slow. It's slow. I'm not going to say it's slow.
And 90% of those motherfuckers are dark skinned, looking Haitian.
I agree with you.
It's not accidental.
Dominga was the head cook in her restaurant. But let me say this, since Rico finally shut up, Big J. I agree with you, brother. Let me say this.
Yeah.
I understand. This is why Dominican people in these restaurants and these companies do that, because they are getting the money from all the people, the tourists. So the tourist people want to see light skin, green eyes, blue eyes. I understand that. That's across the world, just like you just said, Big J, even in your country. They want to see the light-skinned people in the front. But I'm trying to tell Rico, it's a part of racism, but the point is that's everywhere in the world. I'm talking about
Can you put Keith a comment at 832?
Where at?
Go down there at the bottom, Keith. Put her position.
All right, my husband makes more than a dark-skinned Dominican for a reason.
There you go. So shut the fuck up.
That still didn't prove your point.
Shut the fuck up.
All I'm saying is you have to understand why they doing that.
Shut the fuck up. We know why they're doing it. It's because of racism.
Yeah,
Period.
but
Right. In terms of what Rico's saying, from the seed of the root of the problem when it comes to colorism, yes, is racism. I get what you're saying.
Thank
It's
you.
white supremacy. I do
Thank you.
understand that. But then when it comes to us, we continue as black people that bullshit. We continue it.
also
We're almost doing their job. So I do, to a degree, see where you're coming from, Rick. If you talk about the seed of where the seed of the problem comes from, who implanted that seed to
You're
make
right.
us think that the darker we are, the
It's
uglier we are, the
worse.
more less
Exactly.
desirable we are.
every
Yes, I understand that.
me and Rico talked about this today.
Yeah.
All the Miss Dominicans that won Miss Dominican Universe and World and all that stuff.
They all look white.
They white and they very, very bright. But they got Dominican basketball, football, baseball players, and they tearing it up in the Olympics right now. They all dark skinned. They all dark skinned. Every last one of them. Now they're starting to push like, oh, they Dominican. That's our Dominican people. But
guess what? Ain't near one of those motherfuckers will say they're Afro.
Oh, sports and entertainment, they love us. Yeah, they sports and entertainment, they love us.
Exactly. Right. And none of them will say I'm Afro Dominican. I'm just Dominican. No, you your ass is they are 5 times darker than you, Jay. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? You're black. And they can celebrate it when you're fucking running and jumping and doing shit like that for them. But for any other things, they don't want to celebrate you. That's the bullshit. And I've been watching.
But yeah, again, this is.
Read this comment. Rico.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go
ahead. Read it out loud. Rico, are you?
Me?
Yeah,
okay.
you.
That's a lie. Tourists go millions to Africa. They're not. Who the fuck is going to Africa asking to see light-skinned people? Who the fuck goes to Africa? It's just like this is like some dumb shit. Even in the Caribbean, stop making. It's just fucking dumb. What does the color of a server have to do with the food? It has nothing to do with server. The color of a server has nothing to do with the food. So why the fuck don't y'all have more dark-skinned servers? Is the question.
That's right.
Okay. That's right. Okay, with your bullshit answers, because you fucking mad, and I don't give a fuck how you think about it. Shut the fuck up.
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear something? Bullshit. Why they don't have a lot of dark-skinned servers? I'm gonna tell you a story. Mm-hmm. In England, there's a holiday camp called Butlins. Right? You can Google it. It's a big holiday. They got a few around England. It's where families go and they have, entertainment there for the kids and discotheques for the adults and stuff. It's like a holiday camp. The guy that started it was Billy Butlin. There was Butlins overseas as well, in Jamaica and a few Caribbean countries. He got the black servers to wear white gloves. The reason for that, because the white people believe that if a black person touches a glass, he's going to leave a black print on the glass.
That's right.
Yes.
They're dirty. They're dirty. Like yeah. That is so true. Now let me touch.
And you, John, you saw it even on the video you showed me, where the guy sat there and said, "We hired a Haitian girl," and the people came to the ice cream place and they said, "Don't let her give it to me. You give it to me."
That's right.
And that's what I'm sitting there saying. It's like these motherfuckers just keep acting like this shit's not some real.
But Rico, sorry to even. So if we go, you see, yet again, the word history, it just says it all. Because I have to go back to my wife. Me and then, we sat down and we talked, me and the wife. And she was telling me what she learned in school about Trujillo. She learned because apparently Dominicans have 2 Independence Day.
Right.
They have the independence running out the Spanish, and they have the independence warring with the Haitians.
Yes.
And they always celebrate warring with the Haitians.
Exactly.
Right. So I had to explain to my, and I know a lot of Dominicans are gonna get mad at me. I know if there's
Mhm.
Dominicans in the chat, I do apologize. But at the end of the day, let's keep it real. The Haitians ran out the, and this is what I said. The reason why Dominicans are light versus the Haitian side, because the French weren't raping. What the French was doing is getting money. That's
Right.
what they were doing. Where
All
the
the resources,
Spanish
all the resources.
was raping,
Right.
abusing, as well as taking resources.
Right.
Mhm.
When the Haitians finally ran out, the French, there was SOS from black Dominicans, black Tahitians to come and help and run out the Spanish, which they did.
Right.
That's
Now,
facts.
That's fact.
now, unfortunately, there are some Dominicans that suffered Kundaria. They wanted
Mhm.
Massa back, right? They wanted Massa back, and basically they let the Spanish back in, and all hell broke loose. Now, some people might. I'm just getting to the nitty gritty of it. People want to add on their little stories. The fact is that we ran out the oppressor. The Haitians even helped the Jamaicans in the uprising to run out the British out of Jamaica, even though the Spanish was there in Jamaica before the English got there. But
But Jay,
yeah, we have a big
The
colorism
Haitians even
issue.
helped South Americans.
Go
They
ahead.
Even South Americans,
they
yeah,
even
even the South
helped South
Americans, yeah,
Americans
yeah,
when
yeah.
they got their freedom. When South America was fighting for their freedom, Simon Bolivar was fighting for his freedom from Spain, trying to free all of South America. He went to fucking Haiti and got
Yeah.
help from the fucking Haitians. So the Haitians was still poor and was still helping other people get their fucking freedom.
I mean, Rico, I'll give you another. So I was before, we got this house. I was renting an apartment, and the Haitian lady that was renting me the apartment, she was getting a stairwell done, and it was by this. I believe it was a Haitian father and his two sons. He's bringing the two sons on a job so they can understand, or he was teaching them welding. So, the way that she was talking to them, I had to be like, yo, chill. Like, don't talk to them like that. But she just kept on talking to them like she was a dictator almost.
Right.
Anyway, cut the story short, they was on their break. So, I gave them,
Big G, I'm gonna say this, man.
yeah.
I've been having my YouTube channel for almost 3 years, man, and
Mm-hmm.
I have to delete these comments sometimes. People get mad when
Oh, yeah.
when I hug and kiss dark skinned people in the Dominican Republic. Dog, I literally get, people be like, you want to be with them? You want to be with them? You need to go over there with them. I give them money. I bless them. I hug the kids, and I'm with the Haitians and all of that stuff, and I mix it up. Some Dominicans get upset because I'm hanging out with Haitian people, and
I'll add on to that.
Mhm.
I was seeing a chick in Santiago, and she was Dominga's color,
Right.
as they would class Dominga as La Rubia,
Yeah,
right?
red bone.
Red bone. So this chick, me and her, was sitting down on the couch. She said, "Oh, because I'm white." I said, "What?" She said, "Yes, in Dominican Republic, I'm classed as white." I goes, "Your nose is bigger than mine. Your lips are bigger than mine. I can tell you use the hot comb for your hair. You're telling me you are white." She said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, well, go to Spain. I think they'll tell you different, but cool." So I think it's a lack of education. It's a lack of, well, I'm lighter than you, so I'm better than you, so I'm gonna go and get these crumbs which is offered to me because I feel more superior to you. And that's what it is.
Right.
That's what it is. It's
Yeah,
definitely a colorism issue. because it's not cool to be black. Let's keep it. It's not cool to be black. It's only, I mean, you want to listen to our music, you want to dress like us, you want to dance like us. Okay, some of them do go to the beach, get a tan, get butt injections, get lip injections. Of course, they want to be us, but they don't want our problems.
You absolutely.
That's what they don't want.
The only, and I'm brown skinned. I'm half red bone, and I'm light skinned. The only thing that frustrates me sometimes in the Dominican Republic is, where are the damn dark skinned people at these restaurants and these casinos and at the roulette table and at the blackjack table and all of that stuff?
Yeah, but you see, here we go again. We identify black as the shade of color. Black people come in all different shades and colors. Listen, you go to Africa. Hold on. You go to Africa. You go to Africa. You go to Africa, right? You go to the continent of Africa. You go to West Africa. They look like me. You go to South Africa, John. They look like you. You go to the Gambia. They're a bit darker. You go to Zimbabwe. They might look like John. As black people, we come in a beautiful array of that black shade.
I'll say, yeah, brother, I love it. And I don't have nothing against light-skinned people, but I'm going to say this. If me and Domingo start a restaurant, I'm going to make sure I'm going to have that it's probably going to be half and half. I'm going to have the blackest of the blackest of the, I'm going to have them so black you can close your eyes and you can see them better. I'm gonna have.
No, you ain't never.
Yes,
no, you ain't.
Watch in the Dominican.
You gonna make that. You gonna make that money just like them white people. You gonna
no, I'm not.
White Dominicans.
No, you don't want to come. If you don't want to come to my restaurant because I got dark skinned people in the front.
And when nobody comes, you gonna put white women up front.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna.
Yes, you is. Yes, you is. You gonna do the same thing. You gonna do the same thing them colorist, racist motherfuckers do.
I'm not, Rico.
Yes, you are.
I'm not. I might not let you in there, but I will not do that. I will make sure.
What I'm trying to say is this, right? Fuck the butt hurt bandits. This butt.
So Rico, just one more thing. Also, yes, if you look at President Abinader, because I do one thing about me, I do research. I do research, right? I do. And they say Sosua started off with a Jewish community being there. Mm-hmm. When I looked at who Abinader was, Abinader is a Syrian. He's a Syrian Jew. He's a Syrian Jew. Abinader is a Syrian Jew. Look it up. Look it up.
I didn't know that.
Abinader is a Syrian.
But I do know that Sosua, that the Puerto Plata area, Sosua area was founded after
by
World
Jews.
War, after World War II.
By Jewish
nobody
people.
was there. Like I tried to tell John, right? Okay, Jay, listen to me. Like,
you see? Here we go. See, hold on, Rico. Hold on, Rico. Anna Rodriguez says Abinader is not Jewish. He's Syrian. Abinader is a Syrian Jew.
But listen.
Let me rephrase that. Sorry. Abinader is a Syrian Jewish man. Even though he was born in Dominican Republic, because a pig is born in a cow's den, it don't make him a cow. Anyway,
okay. Listen, Jay. Right? Okay. Now I'm gonna piss him off. Right? Y'all always talking about Rico hating. Right? Rico's hating. I'm a hating ass motherfucker. Okay. Now I'm gonna give y'all an education. Even though I do know that the history of the North Coast, I'm gonna say Puerto.
Sorry, I stand to be corrected. He's Lebanese. I stand to be corrected. So thank you very much, chat. He's Lebanese. There you go. Sorry.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It just basically he was Middle Eastern. He was Middle.
Yes, he's a Middle Eastern man. Yes.
He was Middle Eastern Jewish, right?
Yes.
So we can acknowledge that. That basically the North Coast. I'm not even talking about a bender. I'm talking about the North Coast was founded by Jewish settlers. That's a historical fact. So whether they came from the Middle East, whether they came from, I don't give a fuck where they came from. They were Jewish settlers that settled the Puerto Plata area. Do we agree with that?
Yeah.
If you butt hurt motherfuckers wanted to disagree with that, fine. I'm gonna tell you another historical fact. To most of you ignorant ass motherfucking Dominicans who don't read and go to school, Samana, which is an inlet or an island outlet outside of Las Terrenas, was founded by African Americans from America. You want to argue that?
I heard about that. I did hear
I
about
want to
that.
argue that.
Going there,
No. Stop. Let these butt hurt motherfuckers argue it. You want to argue that? So literally, Samana, which was literally they were welcomed by the Dominican government, and this was after slavery ended in America. They welcomed and invited African Americans from America to come from America to settle in Samana. That's why if you go to Samana, you don't see a lot of Hispanic names. You see names like Johnson, Jenkins, Williams, and so on and so forth. You want to come on, you illiterate motherfuckers.
Right.
That's all I want to say is literally Samana, which was a space that's wildly popular today, was not wildly popular when it was populated by African Americans from America. That came from America. And it's not like Americans or African Americans came and did nothing special. It was there's G Styles. It was founded by African Americans. That's a lot. Okay, all right. Give us the history, G Styles. Give us the history.
I heard the same thing about Samana. A lot of the African Americans settled there. And there's actually, I did hear that.
Historically, they were welcomed and invited to come there. Oh, okay. They were given. Okay. Come on, G Styles. Give us the history. You want to be different.
Yo, we should drop the link for G Styles, man. Drop this link for G Styles.
Drop the link.
Come up. We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes, and we're gonna get off.
But G Styles, come up and dispute it. Don't sit there and be sassy in the chat. Hit the link, nigga.
And I got to comment on Ralph because Ralph.
I want G Styles to hit the fucking link.
I did
because niggas always want to come up here and be messy in the chat. Don't be messy in the chat. Hit the link. If you believe in what the fuck you say, come up and post your shit.
That's fine.
When I sit there,
he might come up. Let me comment on Ralph real quick, and then if he don't come up, then we'll get off or whatever.
G Styles. I'm not using the wrong word. Hit the link, nigga. The link is there. Hit the link, G Styles.
All right, Rico, you know.
No. I want him to hit the fucking link. Because he's sitting there. No, he's making an accusation that we use the wrong word. Nigga, hit the link.
We already know that. He might not hit it. Okay, let me just get to Ralph. I lived in the DR for 3 years. I know the game, but you don't. So I lived in the DR for 3.5 years, Ralph. But let me say this, Ralph. Ralph, yes, Coach, you are being played in the DR with your girlfriend family, but you will find out. So
where's that? Where's it? Hold on a minute. Let me read. Ralph. Okay. Yeah. I'm with it. Yeah.
He's just talking to me or whatever. But I appreciate Ralph coming at me because I always get some people always trying to come at me and Coach John, you're being played. They trying to get you for your money and all that stuff. I don't even hang around Dominguez family. I don't go around Dominguez family. They 3 hours away. They never ask for $5. They have never asked for 100 pesos. They never asked for nothing like that. So I don't think I'm getting played, brother. But just stay tuned on the channel. And
John,
and
can I also respond to that, John?
go
And
ahead.
there's questions I want to ask you
Hey,
in
look,
resp-
Jay,
in relation to that, in relation to what
Jay,
Ralph said.
Jay, do us a favor.
Yeah.
Drop your fucking channel in the fucking chat.
I don't even know how to do that,
No,
though. I really don't know how to
asking
do
you.
that.
What?
I don't
I
mind.
don't even know how to bloody do it.
No,
Honestly, I
I'm
don't.
asking you, and
Oh.
John's giving you your blessing, his blessing.
Right. Yeah.
Because
I don't mind. You can put your chat in there. But
This is it, and John, I'm gonna tell you this. Normally, a lot of guys, I wouldn't fucking sit there. But I'm
Right.
saying, I fucked with Jay. We got sideways, but I'm like, his channel is legit.
You get sideways with everybody. Shit.
Hey,
Jay,
I try to.
go ahead. Ask your question. Ask your question, Jay.
No. But I'm saying it's like I want him to drop his channel because I want.
I definitely will. So this is in response to Ralph Blair. He's saying that
Ralph. Go ahead.
you know, you're getting played. Dominguez family's using you, etc. Basically, you're being a simp, basically, to use a better term.
Yeah.
My thing is this: when you're in Europe or America and you talk to a lady, she wants to know your credentials.
Right.
Why? Because she's trying to find out, can you drop our ass to the supermarket? Can you drop our ass to work? Can you pay the bills? Can you pay half of the bills? She's trying to find out all this relevant information. Now, John has a car, John has a house, John has a good job, John's on 6 figures a year. This American woman's finding out all of this information. John gets with her and be's the man that he is, which is providing. What is the difference? Dominga asking these same questions. And that's my whole point to Ralph Blair.
I get every now
Right?
and then, every now and then I get, you're absolutely right. Every now and
Right?
then I get these people to
If
come on.
Dominga is asking or did ask John about his credit, John, can you support me? Are you gonna love me like I need to, and etc. She's not doing no different than what a woman in the Matrix will do.
Exactly, brother. And I'm just trying to figure
And I'll
out.
say that.
And I don't. Hey, man, that's a great comment. I don't even have a whole bunch of money. I don't have too much of nothing. But if I don't even care. I'm happy. I'm happy as shit. I'm so happy. I'm so at peace. I'm so happy. But people come on all the time. Every night, not all the time, because I got all my Dominican route family. They support me like crazy. But they get these clowns that come on and say, "You're getting played. You're getting played. She's using you for your money." That happens in the United States. And guess what?
Happens everywhere.
I better provide, right, Rico? I better provide. Yeah, so you can go with that bullshit to try to hurt my feelings. Just check back with me in 10 more years. I'm still gonna be at peace. But go ahead. Yeah. But anyway, brother, hey, we gotta get off, man, because I gotta take my medication. And then man, we had an awesome. Hey, we're gonna have to make this a topic about the colorism. That's the only thing I cannot stand, Rico. I cannot, and you see your boy didn't come in on the chat at all, Rico. But on the link, I dropped the link. We dropped the link.
Hey, Jay, did you have a good conversation?
You know what? I enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm gonna keep that secret till September, but actually I'm not. I'm gonna be people wondering where I am, where I've been. I've just been taking a little hiatus off YouTube, but I've been working behind the scenes. And let's just say we're gonna get into a lot of segments about relationships and do's and don'ts because there's too much whoremongering which
Yeah.
I understand there's a market for it, and I've got no problem with
Mhm.
whoremongers. But there's more to the Dominican Republic than whoremongering. If you are looking for your wifey for lifey, or you're looking for your life partner, please, gentlemen, DR is a beautiful country.
It is.
There are beautiful, wholesome, God-fearing women out there. Believe me. Hey, I've got a partner. I'm even still bumping into them. I'm even still bumping into them. So there are loads of good women out there.
And
Loads.
let me say this to everybody in the sound of my voice. Please subscribe. Jay, drop your link in the channel.
I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it now. Actually,
Everybody, I'm telling you guys,
I'm gonna do
follow
it now.
this guy, follow this gentleman. He's legit. He's from England. You know, he's legit with his lady here in Puerto Plata, Barbaro, wherever they are. But he gives
Paula Plata.
okay, Puerto Plata. He gives good concept, mostly, you know, like John asked me, I'm like, he gives great content around restaurants, vacation, hotel vacations. Big J, he's done videos on some of the big YouTubers, so on and so forth. He's a solid guy. He's not the guy that's out here doing the normal whoremongering stuff.
Oh no.
He pushes the I gotta work out here, I gotta work out there. He does all that. He is Jay, and this is a guy that, like me, well, I've been like anti-passport, anti this, anti that, but like he's always been one of the guys, like I've always followed him where he talked about like, check out this place in Santo Domingo, check out this place. Like he gives you a lot of good, solid information. So
I'm trying to find. I can't seem to. Adam, let me turn this. I can't seem to.
Rico, I'm a pull you down, man, and because no, but you know, I appreciate you, Rico, as always. We had an awesome live. I got to get off, and then I'm gonna take Big J down.
Myself as well. Yes.
Hey, final comments. You got anything else to say, Rico?
No, only thing I'll say, like, great comment, great live. I am happy to be up here with you, Jay. Always, you know, do your thing. Salute to you, John.
Channel is growing, man. The channel is growing fast.
And you know, I'm always gonna kick you in your ass, radio, right? We're gonna explain the radio comment to everybody later.
They know what radio. They see the movie radio.
At some point, we're gonna explain the radio comment. Everyone's like, "Why the fuck do you keep calling radio?" We're not gonna do it today.
Right. All right, brother. Man, thanks for everything, man.
He's my brother. I love you, brother. I'm watching your ass.
Love you too, brother.
Okay, yeah. Jay, and I'm watching your ass too.
Oh yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back soon. I'll be back soon.
Your ass too.
See you Sunday, Rico.
All right.
Salute.
I love you both.
Love you too, man.
Blessings.
Hey, man, I wanted to say thank you so much, Jay. Before I go, I always talk to my people before I get off. But you got any final comments, man? I really appreciate, man. I've heard of your name before, but you're more than welcome to come on the panel anytime you want to.
Give thanks. I just want to say to people, because people are asking about my channel. Sorry, people, I can't seem to drop the link, but just tap in Big J's Escape to the Dominican Republic, or just tap in Big J's Escape, and it will come up. Yeah, Big J's Escape to the Dominican Republic.
Big J's Escape, y'all got that?
Yeah.
Man,
but just put Big J's Escape, yeah, and it will come up to the.
And I'm gonna subscribe to your channel as soon as we get off, brother.
Great. And just basically look, people, there's beautiful women in DR, good, wholesome, God-fearing women there. You will definitely find an ideal partner there. But like I said, if you want the other side, you know, it is what it is. Oh, who was it? Unapologetic. Oh, what's his YouTube? Big J's Escape to the Dominican Republic. Unapologetic. basically Creole. If you just type in Big J's Escape, it will come up. Big J's Escape to the Dominican Republic. But John, yeah, I've been following your channel for a while, and we did talk briefly on the phone
Seemed like I
quite a
remember.
while back.
Yeah, it seemed like
Yeah, with
I remember
Rico.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But me and Rico, we had a bump in the road. I'm not gonna say no names,
Right.
but
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
no,
me and Rico, yeah, we spoke behind the scenes.
that's
We're
what
best buddies again.
that's what men do, man. That's what men do.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
you are
know,
where you at? What city are you in?
I'm in London, brother.
Okay, all right, brother. Well,
I'm
you
in
be
London.
safe, man. Thank you
All
so much
right, man.
for the whole
Thank you.
community of our family. Thank you.
Okay. Blessings, manners, and respect. Good night.
Good night. Hey, y'all. What a nice live. I'm gonna answer a couple of these. These funny. I love for people to come on, and Ralph been on a couple times, I think. But let me answer Ralph's question. Harris, thank you so much, brother. I love these comments because it really don't. I can handle my own, but I just love these comments. John, you are taking care of poor people. When you lose all of your money, will you lose all your money? My first wife was dirt poor in the United States. Poor people. That's you're talking about poor people. So if you want to talk about poor people, my first wife was in Wisconsin, Beloit, Wisconsin. Dirt poor. Dirt poor. So don't just say poor people in the Dominican Republic. You got poor people everywhere. What does poor people have to do with anything? Nothing. Just trying to figure something out. But you can come to the wedding, and then you can come to the 10-year anniversary, the 20-year anniversary. That's the way I'm thinking of it. But anyway, Harris, thank you so much, brother. Yeah, it's just some people just talk for no reason. They just want to hear themselves talk. People just do that. Any other questions before I go? I got 5 minutes. My back's starting to hurt. I'm gonna take a shower and take my medicine and crash. He say, Miss Daly, thank you so much for coming on, sister. You can come on anytime. I always love the women that come on and give their point of view. African, Dominican, all of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Coach, you are paying for everything, my brother. No, I'm not paying for everything. Dominga's getting some money in also. So now, like I said before, I'm getting about, from my disability check and my movies I played in, I get about $2,000. And with Dominga working a little bit, now we got $2,222. Paying for everything. I'm not paying for everything. I'm not paying for the ice. I don't pay for the chicken wings and the extra presidentes that Domingo bring in the house. Great, Mr. Pepper. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I wish I had your positivity, coach. Man, I've been through hell. You can't tear me down at all. I laugh, man. You got to come stronger than that. You got to come so strong to the point where you can't break me. Can't nobody break me. Y'all see joy in me because I went through hell and I'm out. I'm out of hell. I've had my neck broken. I've almost was paralyzed. So you cannot break me, period. Be careful in the Dominican Republic. I went through hell in the United States. So I always be careful everywhere I go. So guess what? You can come at me any type of way you want to. I'm going to smile and laugh and I'm going to go to sleep. And then I'm going to be right next to my beautiful girl, Dominga, and give her a kiss and be hugging and touching on her and rubbing her and all that stuff. And then you still going to be saying, it ain't going to work out, John. It ain't going to work out. It ain't going to work out. She using you for your money. And I'm going to be laying like this. I'm just going to be rubbing Dominga. Oh, baby. I love you so much, baby. I love you. It still ain't gonna work out. A year later, you got one more year, it ain't gonna work out. Anyway, I'm just being silly, y'all. I mean, I maybe had too much to drink. I need to start investing. Rick James, I am, brother. Once I start getting my money to come in, ain't nobody gonna know when I'm getting my money. Once I start getting my money coming in, and my son, he is looking to get drafted. I don't even know Miss Shannon. I don't know who Ralph is. He comes on sometimes, but I don't know. Shout out to the brother for coming on. I am gonna start investing, brother, soon. Once I start getting more money, I'm just taking care of my necessities right now and living at peace and happy, man, and enjoying life and thanking God every day that I'm not paralyzed or in a wheelchair. So, hey, man, Coach, I want to be on the live next Sunday. Walk on. Always, brother. You're always on here. Thank you for your support. I'm going to drop the link. You can just come right on up on Sunday, man. I don't know what our topic's going to be, but you're more than welcome to come on. When you have haters, that means you're doing something. Mr. Pepper, thank you so much, brother. That is so right, man. People just make up stuff. You ain't going to make it. She's using you for your money. She don't like you. She, they taking all your money. Her mama and her daddy, they gonna steal all your money. I don't even know where that come from. They just make up shit. I don't know. Thank you so much, Ms. Daly. I appreciate it. Coach, I love all your positive, happy company. We love you. I love you too. I love y'all. I even love Ralph Blair. I love Ralph Blair so much. Ralph, I love you. I really do, man. I wish you the best. Do Ralph realize you tell the last girlfriend do think he got played with that one too? Oh yeah. Dale, I appreciate it, man. I am only being honest with you, Coach. What are you talking about? Don't lie. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's the crazy part, Ralph. I was like, I understand that. They got people that play people in the United States. They got people that play. I hear it all the time. Yes, people get played. I get calls all the time, Ralph. I get calls. I get 1 or 2 calls a day where guys and girls are getting played all the time. So I mean, yeah, I appreciate you. Maybe you just need to be careful. Maybe put your money away. You know, make sure you don't show all your money. Say something like that. You know, like, and I appreciate it, brother. But I don't think I'm getting played. Her family not taking all my money. None of that happening. I'm happy, super happy. I'll let you know because I have a YouTube channel, and guess what? I'm transparent. So if something happened, Ralph, you're gonna be the first one to know. Dang, Ralph. Yeah, I thought it was gonna work out, but it didn't work out. I don't see that happening at all. But as long as you praying for me, brother, and as long as you supporting me and wishing me the best, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. African Dominican, Ralph, positive thoughts. Only time we will. African Dominican, thank you so much, sister. I tried to answer some of your questions today, but Rico was just going crazy. Only time we tell, so you can't say you're telling the truth when you don't live with them. That's true. Yeah, he doesn't know. You know, you have to know the situation. You have to know the situation. Just don't say something. But maybe he venting. Maybe he just went through a hard time himself. Maybe he had his heart broken or something like that. I don't know. Ralph, I'm being honest, Coach, because he is not street. I'm not street smart. I'm not street smart. I was raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in the projects at Glen Oaks High School. I'm not street smart. I'm just light skinned. I just look like Elder Barge. I'm not street smart. We had the first Columbine killing before Columbine happened. 2 people got shot in our school and killed. Our principal was stabbed almost to death. He almost bled out. Glen Oaks High School. Glen Oaks. Yeah, I'm from Glen Oaks. I was born and raised in Glen Oaks. Not street smart, man. I don't have to prove how street smart I am. I really don't. Yeah, street smart. Yeah. That's why I'm surviving in the Dominican Republic, because I watch everything around me. I watch who talking. I watch what's going around. I look who running up behind me. I watch who's walking behind me. I watch all of that stuff. Street smart. Anything you can get ran up on, anybody can get ran up on. I ain't giving my money away. That's for sure. My disability money, shoot, that ain't a whole bunch of money. African Dominican, if you were street smart, you would know to mind your business. Thank you so much. Street smart means that you don't bother with nobody until somebody run up on you. That's street smart. You just gonna shut up. And if you're OG and you've been around the way, you just shut up. You don't say nothing. You don't get in nobody's business. You just shut up. That's street smart. Ralph, go to sleep, bro. Bob, what's going on? Man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, brother. God bless you, man. It's always good to see you, man. Thank you for your support. Ralph, here's Ralph again. I really feel sorry for John. Man, I appreciate it. Because he has got a heart. They are going to take advantage of him in the DR. Man, you must see the future. Tell me, Ralph, make sure you shoot me a text on WhatsApp and tell me, because you must know some voodoo or something like that. So tell me what's going to happen. Tell me if Dominga's going to steal my money. Tell me if Dominga going to chop my private part off. Tell me what's going to happen. Tell me what's going to happen. Let me know. Ralph just admitted you are jealous of Coach's relationship. I know, man. It's just like, I don't even know what he's talking about. It's like we one big family here, and he just praying and hoping that something bad gonna happen. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of Ralph, and we're gonna. 5 more minutes. Anybody got any other questions or comments? Man, thank y'all so much. The channel is growing. The last video did so good. We got somebody donating some money for the backboards for the kids. And remember, we got $350 in the from all the donations, guys, left over. So we have to figure out what we're gonna do with that next month. So we're gonna be talking about that also. Thank you, African Dominican. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, I'm gonna get off of Ralph. I think Ralph just want to hear himself talk. Coach, I know that the girls live too far. Just bring them on the live stream sometime. Yeah, Stephen, their internet service is so bad. It really is. And like, even when we tried to do a live with them before, their internet service is bad. And they got to get better internet service. Now that I have a car, me and Dominga might go pick up Valerie, Darlene, and Jasmine, and maybe Junior, and bring them over to my house. I still owe them a, what do you call that? Mukbang. I still owe them a mukbang. They always, Coach Sean, you promised us a mukbang. You promised us a mukbang. So I owe them a mukbang. I'm gonna get some shrimp and crabs and crawfish. Ain't no crawfish. I said crawfish. Ain't no crawfish here in the Dominican Republic. Shrimp and crabs and fish and sausage and all that stuff. I'm gonna let them have a mukbang. I'm just gonna buy a whole bunch of food and just let them eat on the live. Black Beauty, buenas noches, Ralph, leave it alone. Thank you so much. Ralph's trying hard. John is a good man. Thank you, brother. I feel you, man. John is a good man. I definitely don't want anybody to take advantage of him. I appreciate it. I just have a good heart, man. I just love helping people. That what you see is the good side of me. I don't bother nobody. So just because I don't bother nobody, that don't mean I'm soft and I'm not gonna let nobody run up on me or nothing like that. That's just my personality. If anybody run up on me, it's gonna be some problems. And if anybody try to take advantage of me, it's gonna be some problems. So I just don't, but I don't get in that type of environment to put myself in that situation. So Ralph, I appreciate it, brother. Let's move on. I think me and Domingo gonna be just fine. I believe that me and Domingo gonna be just fine. Kendrick, Coach, I know this is off subject. No, this is I always do at the end of the discussion. Y'all can ask me any kind of questions y'all want to about real estate, houses, whatever you want to. I try to answer the last 5-10 minutes. So, Coach, I know this is off subject, but they finally got the serial killer in Atlanta today. Somebody killed him. Man, I didn't even hear about that, Kendrick. Thank you so much. I think I did. I might have heard about it a little bit, but that's awesome, man. That's so sad what's going on in the United States. All this bad news. I really don't even pay attention to the news. So, but thanks for telling me that. That's some good news that they got that serial killer, and it's just sad. I pray there's no copycats. So anyway, y'all, I got a lot of good stuff coming up this week. Any other questions before I go? Any other questions, comments? Me and Dominga, we're looking at apartments, and next month, y'all. Next month, maybe a month and a half from now, we're gonna go ring shopping. I'm gonna go ring shopping. So y'all prepare for that. Yes, I'm gonna go look for an engagement ring for Dominga, and she deserves it. I can't wait to see her face, and we're gonna go from there. As a woman, I know Dominga is real. Thank you so much, Kendra. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel and following me. And me and Dominga, yeah. If Dominga is playing me, she is doing she need to get a Grammy, because she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. She's funny. She has personality. She's loving. She's caring. She puts me in everything. She handles the money. She gives me my change. She just does everything. She pays the bills, and she does a lot of stuff that I'm just so blessed. Look, y'all just spoke her into existence. She's awesome. Actually, she's at her daughter's house, and I got to go pick her up. So, Ralph, she might not be at her daughter's house. She might be somewhere else. Thank you, Ralph. You got me thinking now. I'm just playing. I really love y'all. Hey, well, I knew that the last relationship was real, Coach, but she had issues with did Ralph know that? No, Ralph probably didn't know about the last relationship. Harris, no, he probably don't know about that. But it was jealousy. It was just a lot of jealousy in the last relationship, and then she took my Mike Tyson grill. Oh no, that's George Foreman grill. God bless. Make peace be still. I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, and I'll see y'all next time. God bless. Make peace be still. See y'all later.